It's happening. Listen, before this episode starts, we just thought we'd make a little clip to let you know that anyone who doesn't know, we now have a Patreon. It is patreon.com/another one podcast. And there's like a few different tiers on there. And we can go and get where you can sign up to us. And it helps us make this podcast. Helps us us pay for the podcast. Helps us make it better. Helps us improve and put more content out. We've got big plans for things we want to do. Haven't we? Since
yes, we have. We've got big plans. We have got big plans.
Yes, Rob. Yes.
No, we have got big plans, and without anyone signing to the Patreon, this will die.
Yeah.
This will go away eventually, because if we can't make it work financially, we can't keep doing it, can we?
No, we can't just keep throwing fucking...
No, and we've got Aftermill to buy, and that fucking costs
We've got kids to pay for. Yeah. Listen, I'll be honest, if I can't provide, I'll leave.
Yeah.
So...
And we already know.
You don't want to make an orphan.
We already know how it's going, don't we? So we needed to be giving us something back.
Yeah, please.
Because we're bleeding here.
My kids are begging. My kids begging.
So sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/another one podcast.
That's it. There's 3 different tiers, loads of different prices.
Pick one.
Help
sign
us.
Up. You won't even notice it going out your bank. It's a couple of quid.
Less than a Tesco meal deal. Or, well, maybe more than a Tesco meal deal.
You'd buy a starving man a meal deal, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I'm starving. That's what we are. Look at me.
Look at him. Do you think that? Do you think this?
Help.
Another one.
Hello.
Hi everyone, welcome to Another One podcast. We've made it over 50 now, haven't we? We're flying now.
Yeah.
We've today.
Half centuries in.
Yeah, it is.
Is this the 50th?
No, Molly. No offence, but you wouldn't be on the 50th.
It was on the 50th.
2 cancellations. So it was meant to be Paul Smith and John Charles. It was Sam Avery and Jamie Hutchinson.
So
it is what it is, isn't it?
Oh, is that the one you asked me to do?
No,
probably every week.
You're doing the 100th.
Always a cancellation.
Anyway, we're joined today by returning guest. This is the hat trick. Have you been on more than 3?
No, he's been 4 times. I
How's he?
last night.
Oh, I've already been on 4 times.
Yeah.
So this is my 5th time.
It's Phil Ellis, everyone.
Hi.
Hey. and joining Phil is second guest, second appearance.
Second appearance.
Molly McGuinness.
Hello.
Hey. You can give her a cheer.
Yeah, but all right then.
We've never given anyone a cheer.
You know, this is a soundboard. You could have like saved round of applause.
Cheers.
We've done
don't
this.
do that.
Do it. It'll be funny.
No.
It's a gimmick.
No features, no gimmicks, just raw.
No, you should do. You could have your catchphrase on it. What's happening?
Well, it annoyed me that I didn't say
what's happening.
I
saw you trying to shoehorn it in and it was too late.
I was like, for fuck's sake, it doesn't feel right now. Can't start now.
Yeah, but you only do that for the soundboard. To the sound thing.
It's like a nice big loud thing at the start.
The Patreon's more mellow. We're more mellow on the Patreon, aren't we?
Yeah.
More sort of
laid back there. Wholesome.
How have you been, Mol?
I'm good. Went to a psychic last night.
Oh,
Yeah?
right, okay.
Yeah, just
So do you know what we're about to discuss here then?
Maybe. No, all she said was...
Did you say my psychic then?
No, I don't have a personal psychic. I'll overdo one day.
Molly's doing all right for herself. She's outside in the car.
She said to me, she went, have you been getting earache? And I have. I got earache 2 weeks ago, really bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, I thought,
I was going to make that joke. I was like, it's too easy.
Too early, innit?
And yeah, and I was like, yeah, I do. And she went, oh, you need to go to the doctor about that if you get it again. She went, don't worry about it. It's just stress. But animals commit suicide if they get earache. So that felt a bit intense.
I spoke about this on the pod a while ago about animals killing themselves.
Over earache?
No, not over earache. Just like
an
animal just thinking, oh, fucking hell, just wanting to kill
it's
itself.
It's sad that when an animal kills himself. You know?
Like, what animals do kill themselves? I'm sure I had this
Dogs.
discussion.
Fish,
Lemmings.
No, they just jump off the thing and hopefully fly, don't they?
Well, I was talking about this the other day.
Is a lemming a real animal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all,
Have you been putting it with the unicorn all these years?
I thought it was from a game.
Yeah.
You've never heard of like lemmings?
Yeah, well, they don't wear little blue jackets.
Well, I thought you were making reference to the game, so is a lemming a real animal?
Yeah. They go off the cliff, they
like
fly
a little
off the
guinea
thing.
pig kind of rodent.
Loads of them. They all just run off the cliff.
I think that was only like once that everyone thinks lemmings just jump off all the time.
Right.
Now. Like that.
Right.
But I was chatting the other day. A friend of mine, I met their friend at this pub one. You know when someone invites a friend when you go for a drink and it's not been cleared, they just turn up.
Okay,
no, and I hate that. So you sat there going, "Oh, this is nice catch up," and then someone appears who you wouldn't talk to, and they go, "Oh, this is such a body," and you go, "You've not even told me at any point." He does this all the time. This one friend, and this
What's his name?
Well, let's call him.
No, because then I have to edit it out. No, don't say his name.
Okay.
It's more work for me.
Okay. I've already said him. Edit that out.
No.
Their friend appeared, right? Who we hated each other really quickly. And her job...
That's because you were starting off with a negative.
Yeah.
I
didn't start off negative. Or maybe.
No, you caused that.
You'd seen the friend that you hadn't planned on seeing.
You've been very frictional.
Well, I will say this in their defence, that we hated each other equally. So I'm not saying that this person was...
How soon did this hate come out?
About 10 minutes in.
Yeah, and had you been difficult the minute they got there?
You hadn't given him a chance. You were already fuming about it.
Well, now I'm starting to try and be a better person and look at my life and the mistakes I've made and own up to things. Right. So I want to say that could have happened, but I'm going to say no, they were absolute cretins.
What did you not like about them? Because in 10 minutes...
I didn't like... They had a very drama school feel about them. Didn't like that.
Were they a performer?
No. They just had that vibe that maybe they wanted to. Maybe they did well in a play once and they just never took it up, and they always say to people, I could have been an actor.
Right.
They had that vibe. But their job was a masseuse for pets.
Oh, God.
And that's why I went, because I couldn't get my head around it. I was going, I don't understand. I don't think this is a proper job.
And what was your dream about? Animals killing themselves?
Yeah.
No, what a dream. It was Psycho that said I had earache.
Oh, right, okay.
And the animals
kill themselves over him.
Well, this is it. And she was saying...
Did you open a conversation, though, with that's not a proper job?
I did kind of, because I said... I said, how small do you go? Because she has to massage. And I went, but how small... Like, if I brought a hamster in, are you still going to massage a hamster? And if I bring a tortoise in, what would you do? Do you just rub its head?
Belly, innit?
Well, you can't. It's all shell, the belly, isn't it?
Quite strong.
What if it goes in the shell? Do you ever... to try and prod it with a... Do you put Enya on?
I think if you do turn it up, Enya.
Just put some Enya and some candles around the tortoise.
Yeah, just do its feet.
Come on, relax.
Just do its feet like a foot massage.
I know, but how much are you paying? Do you get a discount?
Well, I don't know. Did you ask her how much she earns for doing that?
Well, I went all this and she wasn't finding it amusing. But she went, humans have stress. So humans need massages because they're stressful. And I went, so do pets, their animals too? And I went, yeah, but most humans don't spend all day sat on a fucking cushion being fed. I mean,
that
some
can be quite
do.
Stressful.
But
what's the animals stress about?
Exactly, nothing. What, on Sunday the postman's
that they
not
don't
there.
know when they're going to eat because their owner might not feed them. That could be stressful.
I get that.
But then that owner's not going to let them go for a massage either, is he?
Yeah, that's true.
You don't know.
Yeah, I get that, like rescue dog. You know, like the donkeys on the adverts on ITV3.
Yeah.
I get they've had a bad life. They could probably do with a bit of a massage, but otherwise...
No, I'm with you, Phil. I'm with you.
So we fell out over that.
But at the same time, you can't say it's not a proper job if she's making money from it then.
I know. Saying it's not a proper job is rude, and I will take that on board. Right. But I once met someone who they said, this is what I don't like, is when they pretend, they don't say exactly what they do. If they said, I massage hamsters, I'd go, right, well, I've made my mind up about you, and that's fine. But if you go, but to say I'm a...
what do you think of someone that massages hamsters? Just I can clarify as to what you... What?
I just think that's a waste of everybody's time. If a hamster, even if a hamster's sad, I'd just bin that.
I think a hamster...
Bin it.
I'd bin it, yeah.
It's got more justification for getting a massage than a dog.
Why?
Because a hamster's caged, isn't it? So I can imagine it's constantly...
Free-range hamsters,
constantly hitting limitations. It's a bit like, I'm trapped in here. It might have a lot of anxiety to deal with a dog.
My hamster killed itself.
Did it?
Kept running up the slide instead of up the ladder. Had a heart attack, died. Go on. So what happened to the man?
Have you telling me that?
Yeah. What did you... what did you...
So did it never manage to do the slide?
I just watched it. First time we opened it, it bit me mum, ran around the tree and the thing and everywhere. Yeah. So it was already starting on the back foot. And then it just kept running up the slide. And I was just like, you couldn't hold it because it was an aggressive little thing.
Yeah.
And then one day it just fucking died. And I wasn't that bothered. The same with the painter killed the guinea pig, didn't he? And he buried it. Yeah. And he didn't tell us. Me mum and dad just told us that it ran away. But I've done all of this because I've got nothing left to say anymore. So I've said this on, but the painter was painting the house. And then I think he killed the guinea pig.
I remember.
Or the guinea pig died. And then rather than just wait for us to get back, he took it upon himself to bury it. And then he just told me, mum and dad, when we got back, oh, by the way, the guinea pig died when you were away, so I buried it. And then me and me brother and sister actually spent like half a day looking around the garden for this guinea pig that they knew was dead.
Did you find it?
No, because it was
No,
dead.
it was dead.
He'd buried it or something.
Oh, but I
But where,
thought you
he
were
hadn't even
digging
buried
up.
it in the garden, had he?
I don't know what happened with it, to be honest with you. My theory is now I think his dog probably got to it, maybe, but
Yeah.
the rabbit
He
wasn't
killed
dead.
it somehow. Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, he was an Italian bloke, odd man,
Oh,
He's took that.
maybe.
He's took the
He's
hamster.
took it. I don't know why.
that'd be
but
a
he
rare
is.
one.
I'll have to
Yeah.
speak to my mum and dad and just confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But I can't remember when we found out about this guinea
Well, it'd be
pig.
good if it could like sing and dance when you weren't there. He's like, fucking hell. He's like, coming down the slide.
Right, so what were we talking about before I said about my hamster dying?
Like, go back to Molly's psychic. So,
Right.
Well, he said that, and then so I thought, all right, okay, that's not that exciting. It was 25 quid. I just found out I've got earache. But last night,
is that it?
well, there's a few. They said I'm going to be successful as well, so that's good. But
Right.
Look at you
focused on
now.
the- Yeah,
Right.
look at me now.
Do you know psychics?
Did he
Obviously,
say at what?
they're preying on like vulnerable people, aren't they?
Yeah,
So would you say you were mentally vulnerable or something at the minute? Because
that's why I went.
right, yeah.
Probably-
Why are you going to it?
I like paying someone to tell me good things about me. You know, like, oh, you're going to do well, you're going
Right.
to do this. That's great.
I could do that. Just give me
People
20 quid
should.
and I'll sit here and go.
How long?
It's
how long?
brilliant.
how long
You
do you
sit
get?
there for
25
half an
minutes?
hour and
Half an
someone
hour.
just talks about you. It's great. But
It's just my set.
Yeah, that's just
That's all I do
do it
anyway.
about yourself. That's what.
but I woke up this morning about 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Really bad earache.
Oh God. Have you
How
called the
mad is
doctor?
that?
Have you called the doctor?
No, I didn't. I went back to sleep, then got up too late. You've got to do it at 8 o'clock, ain't you?
Yeah.
Missed the mark.
Right, yeah,
so I'll do
yeah,
it
yeah.
tomorrow. But how mad's that? I feel like she's put like a curse on my
Yeah.
ear or something.
Juju.
Oh, she's put it in your head.
But I'm not imagining it. I've got earache.
Yeah, but you might have given yourself earache by focusing on it so
Yeah,
much.
maybe. And she was like, "Have you got really gunky ears?" That's what she said to me. And I went,
Just try and sell you something.
know.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried this thing that you can look on your iPhone and scoop out earwax with? Why? Well. I mean, I have you ever seen a psychic?
No, I'd be open to it though.
I'd go and do it just for. I've got no. There's absolutely no way. I'm too cynical to ever believe that shit would be real.
Yeah,
I'd go and do it for a laugh in the pub.
if they say something you want to hear, I think that's when people believe it.
Yeah, because they're vulnerable. Because I
Yeah.
did a podcast with Freddie, didn't I? That bigoted, and we had that guy that goes round debunking these psychics.
Yeah,
And these psychics are just turning up at places and they're being awful. One of them pretended to be a drowning toddler speaking to the woman in the audience, going like, "Oh, this is what your toddler would be saying to you." Well, yeah, like that sort of shit. And then she was like, "Oh," and she was in tears and all that. And this psychic's just ain't got a clue.
Yeah.
So they just prey on like people that need like closure and that.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
also
But
found
that's
out-
a medium, the ones that talk to like the dead.
But also, the FBI, if you're a psychic, have to take you seriously, don't they? Because you could be you could know something legitimately about them, but come as a psychic. So if you go, "Oh, I'm a psychic and I think the body's buried here," they have to follow that up because that could be you actually doing something.
It'd be great
"It's
if
here."
you had a vendetta, wouldn't it? I think they're in Simon Wozniak's garden.
Yeah.
Was it twins? Yeah.
Dig all that, whatever. What's that weed called that really fucks your garden up?
Yeah, Japanese.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
You want a new lawn, but you can't be asked digging it up. It's buried them all in the back. There's a weird smell coming from our
Just
garden.
standing there, anyone want a biscuit?
I think they're underneath that asbestos shed. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. That would be an idea, that wouldn't it? Just say that I think there's some people
quite
buried
good.
under my garden. Get it dug up. So we don't mind
That's
putting
it.
this decking down.
Yeah, but they're not
now,
going to
is
send ground force, are they? Fucking Charlie
once-
Dimmock in the corner.
Once it's all been done up, you just lay it flat and get the grass and it makes it easier.
Yeah. I'll
Maybe
take
you'll
it from
finally
you.
find that hamster though.
Maybe the little
That'll be
Guinness, his
fun,
name was. That wasn't the hamster. The hamster, I think, was called Hammy. It was sort of,
Hamster was called
Wow.
Hammy.
well, it was so.
Guinea and hammer.
No, Guinness was the guinea pig
Guinness.
because it was black and white, and then the hamster, I think it was either called Hammy or Sammy. I didn't really ever get round to naming him.
terrible
He was dead.
imagination
He
back
was
in the day, wasn't it? Hamster, ham, guinea pig, gin. Right, what can I do now? I bet we had rabbits once, but it's because the neighbours had gone and given us. We didn't even ask for them. It was the other neighbour went, "Oh, they'll have them." So we ended up with these two rabbits that had never been handled, and they used to just rip you apart. Be like, "Oh, they're so." It's like, oh fuck. They just disappeared once, and I forgot. And then my dad went, "Oh yeah, they went to a farm."
Your dad, defo.
Yeah.
I think so.
them.
Well, my dad, I watched him
Dad
once.
likes to kill things, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's killed a shark with a hammer. But like,
What?
he killed a shark with a
Guinea pig.
hammer.
Right. Okay.
Because my brother he was in the army in the 60s.
Yeah.
So, of course, that's what you did. I don't know if that explains it. My brother grabbed me up and went, do you know that Dad's killed a shark with a hammer? And I went, that's it. So I rang up my dad and I went, Dad, have you killed a shark with a hammer? And he went, oh, you've been speaking to your brother, have you? I thought it was just such a weird way to react. Yeah. He went, yeah. And he told me the story. It's horrific. Right. He was on the beach and he just waded out and there was a shark. And he beat it to death with a hammer. It was like a hammer axe thing. And I went, why did you do that? And he went, I didn't understand it.
That to me is a very valid reason to kill a shark.
Yeah. He was like,
that's fine. That needs no explanation. I didn't understand the shark, so I went and killed it. It's fine.
That's what you do with Wordles.
Anyway, back to this friend. So they turned up, and you already had a negative view of them, and it went worse because they massaged hamsters.
I just didn't understand the validity. Now, after speaking since, obviously, I understand recently, again, you realise that what they were trying to say was that they were more into the physiotherapy. So if you've got a dog that's got a bad leg, I understand that.
They're not qualified. Is what probably what they're trying to say.
Well, I was told initially. It wasn't that initially. I was told that it was more about stress. So I obviously went, that's a load of nonsense. Unless you're a donkey, like I say, that's had a bad life, or a rescue dog.
Blackpool Beach, maybe.
Yeah. Or you're from the zoo. You know, you're an ex-zoo elephant.
Expat.
You know, which is... did I tell you about that zoo we went to when I was younger? Bobby Roberts Super Circus in Macclesfield.
Bobby Roberts what?
Bobby Roberts Super Circus. And when he came out...
Clitheroe?
It was in Macclesfield. Right? And I went here when I was in my 20s with an ex, and we just went... Not an ex at the time. And it was really funny because, you know, it was so shit, like half full tent, a shitty tent in Macclesfield. Right. And you know, when the ringmaster comes out, or, you know, the ring putter comes out and does the big, and I was excited for that bit going, he's going to come out with top hat and tails and that. Just some bloke in high vis came out, really mucky high vis.
Like Don A track.
Yeah. Like he worked at the tip.
Yeah.
Right. Had a hard hat on, a little megaphone. He went, welcome to Bobby Roberts Super Circus. And then when he turned around, on the back of his jacket, it just said Macclesfield Lawnmowers, and there was a phone number. So you could just advertise.
So what animals did he bring out?
Well, he started off.
Dogs.
Well, it was right. He starts off. He goes, "Oh, I used to have an elephant." He goes, "But it's retired." Fucking what an opener! Like you could just say
Maybe
that.
It should be rebranded as Bobby Roberts Circus.
Yeah. Used to be Super Circus.
Yeah. Bobby Roberts used to be Super Circus.
Not as super as before. So he brings out the first act. It was this bloke that just wobbled on a bit, and I'm not even going to go into that because I talked about it in my shows here because he got me so angry.
I wobbled on a ball with a board.
He came out right. He looked like.
On a power plate.
He was really out of shape. I reckon it was Bobby Roberts' son, and he was like, "You're gonna have to do a fucking job because this is. I'm not putting you up. You're nearly 50." And you're living in the caravan.
As well.
Yeah. We used to let you look after the other. You used to dress up as an elephant, and that was fine. So he comes out. He's really out of shape, and he's got this fucking spat, and he's just carrying a tube and a bit of wood. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is your opening act."
This sounds great.
Oh, it's so he
How big's the tube?
Right. So he puts the tube. It's about that high.
Right.
And then he puts a bit of wood on it, like a seesaw.
Yeah.
And I was like, this can't be the first act. Like, this can't be your opening.
Yeah.
This can't be your opener. And I was
is
like,
he dressed up as like a... Is he just in his normal clothes?
I imagine he's in red and white pants with no top on.
Yeah. It's just like... it's like a tight... Like he's doing dancing. You know, like if...
Like Stavros Flatley.
Yeah, like someone doing dancing on ice, out of shape, you know.
Yeah.
So and then I was like, what the fuck? He looked like he just... I always imagine, like, before he came out, he just put a fag out.
They might have won by this. Coming out.
He comes out, he puts his tube down. And I said, this can't be the act. And he, what, like this? And the music was building up, going... And he just went, and that was it for 5 minutes.
What, like balancing on it?
Just
like
wobbled.
That?
And I was watching going, we could all do this. And then it finished, and we had to clap him. And then I was like, that can't be. Is that it? Is that the first act? And then I thought, well, that's him done. He wasn't. He got a stage that was about this, probably a bit bigger than this, so wider. That high. No higher than that. It's probably higher than it was. He then put the tube on it, and I went,
"Oh, no!"
He's not going to do it again, but on that, is he? Then he there's no other tubes. The bit of wood, and I went, "Are you fucking kidding me? This is the act." Someone helped him up, which I don't think you should have at the circus. I think you should be able to climb up. Someone helps him up. And the music started building up again. I went, you can't be. He's not. Are we going to let him do this? Like, is it just did
Another
it again.
5.
For about another 5 minutes. I was going,
Right.
why is no one stopping him?
So then what?
So he clapped, and then he got off.
Does he do anything while he's doing it? Is he like...
He's not doing anything with his hands. He's just his hands. He was texting. Rolling a fag.
Right. So after that, what happens then?
Yeah, what else?
So then the next act, so they go off, and I was going, I can't believe this is the Super Circus.
Did you clap? Did you clap him as well?
Yeah, there's only about 12 of us now. And, looking at these other couples, there's only like one kid in the whole thing. I nearly threw the kid at him to knock him off balance at one point. I was like, give me that.
Go on.
And then the next act came out, who I'm guessing it's like a family business, because then this girl comes out, this young girl, again, in sort of spandex stuff, and she stands in the middle of the circle. I was going, and it was advertised, I don't think you can do it now, but live animals. So I was like, well, the elephant's not coming. What are the animals? So she goes like this. And about 6 Shetland ponies come out, right? That's the animal, Shetland ponies. In Macclesfield, they're in every other field. There's loads of Shetland ponies in Macclesfield. You can't move from.
No.
And so they form a circle round it. That takes about a minute. And the music starts building up. And I was like, well, what the fuck are these Shetland ponies going to do? And they're all spaced out in a circle. And she goes, like that. And they all just start running in a circle, going, da, 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 da. That was it, right? So for 5 minutes, going, da, da, da. I was going, what the fuck is this? And they go, da, 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 da. I mean, they look cute, but for 5 minutes, just.
Was he in tune?
No, they were just running, like, keeping distance, but for 5 minutes, you know, anti-clockwise. Then they stopped and the music went, ba-ba. We had to clap again. I was going, I don't even know what I'm clapping now.
It's going soon. How many more claps? Because
it just kept going. So then she clicked. This is the other thing. I was like, well, that's her done. And it wasn't again. So she clicked her fingers again, and all the Shetland ponies rotated.
All got a cheat
like wobbling.
She would have played with every Shetland pony.
That would be so...
But they just turn round, and it takes them ages because they're really cumbersome little things. So they're trying to rotate, and I was going, this is the worst.
It's like quite messy. It's not even like smooth.
Yeah, it's not like those Nissan adverts where they're all parking. You know, they're all going bumping each other. One went the wrong way. It's facing at 90 degrees. And like, I'm going, look, this is the best bit because they don't know where they're going. She's going, no, come on. They're going, oh.
She starts massaging them.
Yeah. There's a hamster getting anxiety.
I don't think I can do it today.
The elephant's in the background. I'm so glad I'm out the biz.
Go on, so it's the Shetland pony.
So they eventually turn the other way. And I was like, but this can't be the next stage as they just run in the opposite direction. That was it. Just ran the other way.
How long's this show advertised to go on for?
It went on for about an hour and a half. The only other animals, then the 2 clowns came out, which was horrific. Right. Like, I don't remember a lot, but I remember going, there's only 12 of us.
Was there anything that actually impressed you?
No. No, yeah. So this is the bit I liked. So they don't. She comes back out again. The wobbler comes out. And he does something all right in like a spinning thing. I was like, well, he's been building up. He's only got 2 bits, and this is the only one that we can be. Just open with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Open with that. Yeah. And then she comes out again, but this time she's got horses. So there's only 3 horses running a circle. So which I don't think is as good as the bigger, but not as much fun as Shetland ponies. Right, okay. And then at the very end, eventually we get to the end, and that's it. And Bobby Robert comes back out in his high vis, advertising his lawnmower. Which I always remember going, why would you rent a lawnmower? Buy one.
Just get a garden if you're going
to get a garden. Yeah, for what you're going to pay.
We've had this discussion. You don't want to. I don't want a shed.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I get a gardener, but I can understand renting one because you think, I need it done for a party this weekend. I could do with a lawnmower.
But you got to get there. Petrol. You might as well just pay someone to do it.
Whatever 20 quid to get someone to do the lawn. Go on. Anyway,
I'm just saying I can understand the business model. Go on.
But he goes.
Does he do anything in it? Or
no, he doesn't do anything. He's barely in the room, really.
Collects all the fucking money.
Yeah.
Chumps.
Water down that candy floss. What?
What's the snacks there?
I think so. Yeah, on the way in, on the little foyer. I mean, this is 15 years ago.
Did you get any snacks? Because I know what you're like.
No, God, no. I smuggled in a few M&Ms.
Should have thrown them at the Shetland ponies.
I saw someone who's doing a gig and they went, "What snacks did you have?" Because of your thing.
Yeah, he went to a festival and he was getting harassed. He got 12 people at this festival.
It was 12 people. 12 they're all like quoting things as if they're my catchphrases, going, "Put scratchings in his pocket." Go what?
We'd sent them to that
Go for a drink
festival.
with your caretaker. All right. It's all low point.
So this
Nothing good like going, you did well in your A-level.
this circus then. So you sat for the whole hour and a half. You watched the whole thing.
I wasn't going to storm out. I was going, this is false.
So shit.
It was. Because then,
how much did you pay to get in?
I can't remember. It was probably about 20 quid each.
So what was the best bit?
15 each or 20 quid each.
The best bit was at the very end. Bobby Robert comes out, goes on. Everyone comes out and bows. We're clapping all the time. We're going, none of this is worthy of a clap. I reckon when the Shetland pony went the wrong way, that's a clap.
Right, okay.
And then he goes, right, well, I know I said the elephant was retired. And I was like, yeah.
He goes,
anyway, they're going to come out for a quick look. Ooh. So the music goes, and the back opens, and the saddest looking elephant, like the saddest, like in a documentary when it's the baby's died in a mud pool or something. That expression came out with the music. It was so slow. It was old. It looked tired. They put a cape on it.
They shot.
They put a cape on it and a little fez. I was going, this is not right.
A little fez.
Comes out, and I was like, and also started thinking, like, whose job is it to put the cape on a sad elephant?
Yeah.
That must be grim, tying it up. One last show.
Right.
Come on.
So he came out.
How do you keep the fez on it, Sad?
I don't know. They probably staple gunned it. I think they ended up in prison. A few of the people at that circus.
Was it a travelling circus or was it just always there?
I should hope so. Well, you'd have to change his jacket to Clitheroe lawnmowers or something. But I probably had one for each town.
So go on. So the elephant comes out.
I don't know. I've never heard of a permanent.
Shit and then fucks off.
Well, I suppose there are. Well, he brought the elephant out, and then the music went ba-ba. We had to clap the sad elephant. It was just heartbreaking. And then they went, right. Well, that's the end. So, I think I'm glad. And they went, so anyway, for $5 you can have a picture with the elephant or one of the Shetland ponies. So you look at this elephant, then you go over to this pony, go, that's how who's going to fucking queue up for the pony? If you want a picture of the Shetland pony, I could go a minute down the road, jump in a paddock. I reckon I've got 10 minutes in there until the farmer sees me. Knock out some selfies.
Could you not get a picture with the guy on the
wobble board?
The wobble board.
I bet he was
on the board.
He'll be out around the back having a fag by the bin. Go on, can you wobble on that? That's circular. Go on, get him a bit of wood. He's great. Can they do it on the pub? Go on, Jeff, do your wobbling. Go on, I've had a few drinks. Do your wobbling.
So was that early on in that relationship, that one?
I mean, it was probably the twilight days, that one.
Towards the end. Let's go to the travelling circus.
No, it's the kind of thing you do in a honeymoon period that way.
Right.
You really just trying to make
just being together is fine, so anything else is a bonus.
Filling time before you'd have sex again, basically.
I think that's the
what can we do before we shag again?
Twilight would be the end of it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
The Twilight's the end, so it's like the last embers of this relationship are spent in Bobby Roberts'
trying to keep it alive.
Yeah, I reckon the early days sort of dates are the ones where you go to those arcades for tickets. Then you go, what should we get? We go, let's get this shit-looking plush unicorn.
It's
and
always
you keep it going. Oh, do you remember we had
wasting
that
all our money on this grab thing where the things are too smooth to ever get any purchase on it?
Yeah. Oh, do you remember that bag puss we won? And then later on when you're splitting up and you're getting all your stuff together, the bag puss, no one wants it. You take the fucking bag puss. I don't want it.
It's dusty. It's been on top of the cupboard for about 6 months.
Well, that was a good story. Thanks for that, Phil.
It's all right.
I've been to one of them with the Shetland ponies.
Like have you?
Circus. Yeah. I don't know if it was the same one. No, I don't think it was the same one. But
you went on a date, were you, when you went?
I think it was in Bolton, though, the one I went to, and I don't remember.
It's a travelling circus.
Yeah. But I think it was advertised that it was going to be horses, but it was just Shetland ponies.
Oh, really? So they didn't even they
that didn't really move as much as like the pictures looked like. It was like these. I think it was called like Spirit. Wasn't there a film called Spirit of the Horse or something? Do you know what I'm on about?
Black Beauty.
It was like it looked like this big majestic thing, and it was just these like sad looking Shetland ponies.
Horse Whisperer, was it something like that?
No, they didn't. No. They just moved. I think they just moved about like you said. I don't remember anything. I just remember them being there, and that was it. Like they never did anything spectacular.
It's not Cirque du Soleil. That's the big one, isn't it?
Just pushing all these fucking horses. And they'll do something, won't they?
For me, you go to the circus to watch someone get mauled by a lion, isn't it? That's what you want.
Yeah.
Is somebody to get just fucking taken apart by the lion. That's why I.
Yeah, like those big.
Or to see someone
Vegas
fall
guys.
from the trip, that thing they do, they swing and they come crash. But they have a net there now, and there's no jeopardy.
Yeah, not like it was in the 20s when you used to go.
Yeah. yeah. No, I've never been to the circus either. Couldn't be arsed with it. Just
into an acrobatic thing, like that was meant to be a circus in Vegas. That was good.
Right.
Yeah, I bet they're good. I wouldn't mind going to see. This is the problem. I'm not going against circus performers. I'm going against circus performers or animal physiotherapists. That is a good job.
Well,
I misunderstood that. Nah, actually, we didn't like each other anyway. But
So what happened at the end? Did it ever come to a heated discussion at all? This thing?
Oh, also, I want to know, did you get any background before she turns up? So like,
no, she just was there.
That's so annoying.
So you turned up and she was there.
No, I was there having a drink with him for about an hour.
Turned up.
Yeah.
And then and before this, it was a weird day anyway, because some old man was just sat in the corner and then he came over and went, "Excuse me," and then just handed us 2 hand-drawn pictures of ourselves on napkins. Been sat there drawing us for ages. And I look like shit on it as well. So I was like, well, this is weird anyway. And then someone turned up who I didn't know was turning up, and we just didn't. I knew we weren't going to get on. So maybe, again, it's my fault for doing this.
It does sound like your fault.
So how did it end?
Badly.
How long did you stay out?
Did you leave then?
Well, wait, did I leave?
Yeah.
No, eventually. No, I think. Yeah, eventually I got too drunk, and went home.
Yeah.
You never said anything.
No, I think I was maybe being a bit of a knob,
Right.
but I was only voicing because I'd met someone years before, and this annoyed me. I said, "Oh, what do you do?" And she went, "Oh, and it was a friend of a friend again." And then she went, "I work with children." So I went, "Oh, are you like a teacher? Do you what is it you do?" She went, I paint faces.
Do you think
Like,
the
you can
fact
fuck
that
off,
you're
that's
going
not-
for a lot of drinks
but
with
then-
people bringing another friend might say something about you? That every person you go for a drink with brings somebody else.
No.
Because they think, I
Brings
can't
a
put up with him.
distraction, yeah.
I can't put up with him on my own.
After an hour,
Yeah,
listen,
like-
give me. It's like when a girl
Yeah,
goes on a date
yeah.
and goes, "Call me after an hour."
Yeah.
Give me an excuse if I need to leave.
I need somebody else there because he's too full on.
This is why I like drinking alone
Yeah.
in my house. No, because I'm going to flip that because I
Okay.
think they go, "Phil is so much fun."
I knew you were going to cover that angle.
This other friend is tiresome. But if I bring Phil in, I've got Phil there as the fun time, and he'll make this other person. He'll ask them about themselves.
Yeah, but if you're so
Clearly that's
fun,
not happening, is it?
they pre-warn you, wouldn't they?
Or maybe they go, "This person is such a fucking idiot. I'll get Phil to tear them apart because he's clearly autistic to a degree,
Right.
and he won't know not to say these things." I don't think I'm autistic, by the way, and also I haven't got ADHD.
I think I've got it.
The only one who hasn't.
I won't accept it.
Well,
Do you think you've got
everyone's-
anything?
Yeah, I got diagnosed with it. like 2
ADHD.
years
Yeah,
ago, yeah.
Neither end of it.
Yeah.
But I haven't took medication or anything. Makes
No,
me feel
well,
a bit.
Everyone's got it, haven't they?
Every
Yeah.
cunt's got it to do me.
Yeah.
So what made you want to get...
I think it's because like of being on phones all the time and stuff, so it's like affecting our memory and stuff. So that's why everyone's got.
I
Like,
just think it's an
shitty,
excuse to be an arsehole.
Yeah.
I think we have got it. Like films are 3 hours long now, but that's because they're all. But most of the films that exist at
Evolution.
the cinema are
We've
just
evolved.
like bang, 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 whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa. We can't just sit. Every Marvel film is just.
We've evolved to have no attention span now.
Yeah, I think that's
It's
what
just
it
the
is.
way the brain is now.
Yeah.
We all just don't have an attention span, so therefore when you talk to me, don't listen.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
I was on the phone, like, will you get some lemons? Yeah, sound. Hang up, look around, oh, should I get Peroni or should I get a bottle of white? Get it, da-da-da-da, get to, oh, fuck. Didn't get the lemons. 5 minutes, I was like, get lemons.
When was the last time you read a book?
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah. Can anyone read a book anymore?
I reckon he does. You know, I think you pretend to be because you're quite intelligent, but you
Ooh.
pretend not to be. I reckon you go home.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's intelligent. He just pretends. But Simon
do you
does the
mean?
wise thing. You see, you sit and you're quiet and you let everyone else look like idiots, and then you come in, which is what I used to do years ago when I had more time. But like, I'd sit and watch everyone, and then let everyone else
I've
speak.
got to get this out.
Yeah. I'd let them all say things and go, right,
Right.
I've sussed you up. But now I'll just go, I'm going to wade in.
I've sussed you out.
I don't have any, no, that's not literally, I literally just don't listen.
Oh, is that
struggle-
it?
I
Oh, so I
struggle
think
to
you're there
listen.
going, but really, it's just like
He's
a
being
cocker.
pensive.
Really, what I'm trying to do is I have a thing that I need to say, and then I go, right, he's in the middle of talking here, so I need to let him finish, and I'm just there trying, remember that, and then you stop, and then I go, I've forgotten it now. And then I sit there in silence again.
You just see that guy on the
Yeah.
wobbly board in your head.
Yeah, I just feel like, I've got this, I've got a question,
Yeah, the shallow
and
bone
it's
is
gone.
going around.
And it's gone.
I'm thinking what I've got at home that I can do that board thing with. Because
What are you going to do?
Well, I did that in the show this year as well. I had to find one.
Well, yeah, you just have to balance yourself out on it.
It'd be a piece of piss. I just
as you go into one side and into the other.
Yeah, because he must have done that once for a laugh and gone, "Oh, I'm good at this."
Yeah, better take this on the road.
How do you get to that point?
This will help me pay for those illegitimate kids.
I mean,
pay
surely
child maintenance.
Is it easier to do that wobble thing or stand on the rolling thing and walk on that? Do you know what I mean? That would be more difficult, wouldn't it? So you get a thing that's a cylinder or whatever and stand on it, and then you walk on that and get around. That's harder, isn't it?
Yeah, he did that. That's what he did at the end.
Yeah.
But why would you start with the one?
The wobble ball thing is
because you can't start with the best thing. You've got to get better.
So is something. I mean, how could that guy ever get respect from? If he's a dad, how could you ever respect that? Like, he comes home from work and your kids are running around. Hey, listen, your dad's been wobbling all day. He's just got back. He's been wobbling. You sit down, listen. Yeah. He's wobbled so you can sit there and enjoy that broccoli. Look, he's all wobbled out. I was wobbling when you were still in your mother's womb to pay for this furniture.
Yeah, but to be honest, if that was my job, I would do that.
Yeah,
I'd moan about that.
Yeah.
Do you think I want to go and wobble in the middle of Macclesfield for 8 hours?
Oh, really? Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Why don't you go out and wobble for a change, all right?
Got me days dizzy for you ungrateful cunt.
Here, son. Off you go. Go do some wobbling. No, I'm all right. It's that easy, isn't it? No, I didn't think so. Well, sit down. Finish your cup of soup, you little shit.
That would be me. Anything that I did for a living, I'd be like, do you think this is easy? I can't think of a job that I would go,
well, the one that you do.
This isn't work. Like, if I just had to sit down and literally be in silence on my phone, I'd probably still moan about that.
Oh, well, we were trying to sort out Monday. I was flipping out around the house.
Monday? What was happening on Monday?
I was doing sending text, anyone free for the night. When we never recorded, trying to find guests. I was making that was the most stressful thing in the world.
Right.
I had to go with my wife, you've been fucking hiding you. I've had to cook tea, look after him, and I'm trying to sort this out. While you're upstairs hiding.
It's easy ways for Harry Sakini to message me back.
Literally all I was doing is waiting for people to message. Hiding upstairs, you want 45 minutes for a shower. You take the fucking piss. It's because you can hear me shouting. That's what it is.
Yeah. No, finding guests is stressful. I mean, you've got that all to come now, finding guests.
I know.
It's very stressful.
But you know when you said about finding anything like stressful with a job, yesterday when I was at that psychic thing, there was a woman with a board and she just had to go around and go,
your life's gonna be shit, get out, I can't be arsed. Fuck's sake, I'm done with this shit.
Well, she was being dead snappy because there was only 9 people that were doing it.
Where was it?
It was in a pub in the Lloyds in Charlton.
Right.
And there's only about 9 people that were doing it. But
had they decorated the pub or was it just...
No.
You could tell the future. And you're doing it in a fucking wedding.
It's just in the function room next door. You wait in the proper pub. But she was going round like...
It's such shit, Molly. I can't... Oh,
but they told us she was going to be successful.
Exactly, so it's obviously
the great
true.
had it on one night. Sitting there just looking at what's going on there. Just a load of people sitting out for 25 quid.
I know, and at one point she went, you're struggling to save money, aren't you? Because every time money comes in, you just keep spending it on things you don't need. And I was like,
she's really taking the piss out of you there, isn't she?
Why? Yeah, I just find it funny that these people, if they do exist, why are they doing this? Why are they telling you that you've got a story? Why shouldn't they be in Ukraine years ago going, strengthen your borders?
Well, win the lottery is the classic one of I see the future and all that, isn't it? But
well, this woman...
It's not that. You can only vibe off the people in front of them, no, can't they?
This
people
woman,
pay for it.
She was just the board. What she want the site? She was just a woman with the board, and she was just had some sass with her. Like she came over and she went, "Well, what is it you want from this?" Or like passive aggressive to me. My mum was like, "Don't know really." She was like, "Well, you need to know. Do you want to know your future? Do you want to know your past? What questions?" And it's like, do you know when you go to the doctor and the person on the set, like,
receptionist is a knobhead,
and they ask loads of personal, and I think that's going to. I'm not telling you.
You're not
a
doctor,
sass. She was being just like that, and I thought, I don't even know why I just came because...
Was she then going to go and brief the person you were going to say, this person was this, and this?
But she was just being dead stressed. She was pissing me off. And then later on, she made me go in the function room, and she was going... And then I was like, oh, are you all right? She said, yeah, I already did this... I do this twice a week and I have another job. And I was like, oh yeah, I get that. I do stand up in the evening where I thought, fuck off for going on. Like she said, yeah, but I had to take the dog for a walk at 6:30 this morning. And I thought, what? You like, it was had to be like some weird, like,
dog walk.
My life is dead hard. And I was like, that's what? You just have to stand near a board twice a week. And she was just fuming if you ever asked her anything.
Yeah, why would she be angry? How long does it go on for?
2 hours.
She's getting paid.
She's getting paid just to...
It's like...
She was just hated her life for doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If that was what your second job was.
It would be so funny, though, if you're there with a board and the psychic's telling every other person they're going to be dead successful.
Yeah.
And you're there, it's like, oh, fucking great. Another one. Here I am with a fucking board.
Yeah.
She told me that as well, you know. And then give me a fucking board.
Stood in Weatherspoons asking what load of crackheads want in the future.
What are you looking for? You know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to justify why I've been at comfort 20 years. Right?
Yeah.
Tell me why I can't see my kids and how it's not my fault. That's what I want.
That is what people are after, innit? Just to be able to go out. It's not my fault.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Tell me why you fucking left, will you?
We're also waiting for them to come and knock on the door, aren't they? Because we haven't moved the cars. That's on my mind now. I can't really fully get into this a little bit. I'm thinking they're going to come, not. Oh, the mortgage advisors need the spaces.
You need to explain to them what that means.
Yeah.
We parked. We're doing a day record. So we parked in spaces that are usually fine, and we were asked to move them. But then we just haven't.
No.
Bob,
yeah, and you parked over like 4 spaces. Fucking rode in, got out.
They've been asked to move them. I've parked on a curb. I'm fine. You're the only one in a bay.
No, you're parked over a bay.
That is a bay.
No, it's just a curb.
Yeah,
When we
that's
go
a
out,
bay.
you pulled up like fucking Dog the Bounty Hunters had a tip off, right? You fucking get out, slam the door, your glasses on, all in black. I was like, fucking hell, what's
Kids book on the fucking dashboard.
Yeah, and that woman said, whose is the taxi? The taxi needs to move. So she was
That
only
is a
talking
bay.
about you.
That is a bay you're on.
Oh, right, well, doesn't matter. Well, I'm not arsed.
Yeah.
You're there with anxiety about it. I couldn't give a shit. You said, are you going to move your car? I said no.
That I've knocked off's annoying me as well.
I said no, and because I've said no, you feel like you're emasculated if you go move your car.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
Well, yeah.
You can go move it. I'm not.
No, I'm not moving it. Fuck that. I'd feel annoyed if I moved it and you didn't have to because the walk is a bit far.
Exactly. So that's all. Tell them that the problem is you're emasculated because you haven't got my laissez-faire attitude to these things.
I like to use that term, laissez-faire.
I just, as soon as you said that, I went, I need to start using that more often.
Carte blanche as well. I'm a big fan of carte blanche.
Oh, that's been overused, carte blanche. Now.
I used to like opening Gambit, but Gambit is an opening, isn't it? So you don't need it. It's a bit of tautology, isn't it?
Opening Gambit.
Where have we had Gambit before?
There's a character called Gambit, and they're like a superhero or something.
Is the Queen's Gambit?
Yeah.
All right, mate, come on.
Sorry.
What other French words is there that you like to... what other French sort of things is there that I like to do?
I use tete-a-tete
the French kissing.
Tete-a-tete.
Yeah.
That's just a little
What's
fucking...
that?
That's sitting down. That's got a little table in it.
Huh?
Head.
Oh, is it? I thought a tete-a-tete
Tete-a-tete.
was a little, like, garden arrangement with a little table in the middle between two.
What is it?
Head to head.
Head to head.
Oh, yeah, them two had a little tete-a-tete.
I had
Tete-a-tete.
another one before. Another one that a French thing that
Your little French phrases, have you?
yeah, like a little one
French
that I like to
fancies,
use.
French dressing.
No,
French
not
kissing,
that. No.
French.
I'll remember it in a minute. I won't remember.
I used to
it
do
at all.
en route as well, but now people have ruined that. 'Cause
No.
everyone does it ON now.
Oh,
En route.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
says en route and it's en route, you know.
Yeah.
It's annoying me now.
Do people actually say en route?
Yeah,
That's
route.
ridiculous.
ruined now. It's gone.
I was going to go I'll move, fine. That's just fucking annoying me, that, you know. It's a really good
I had
one.
to.
What
I
did
had
your
to
mum get
learn.
told?
I went to.
What's that?
What did your mum get told?
Well, my mum was a bit fuming, I think, because they didn't really say much for her. Like I got they just said to her that she might get something in a job. She won't really. I think my mum, mine was good because it was all like, you're gonna be successful, you'll be rich, all the
'cause you're
things you
young.
want to hear.
Yeah, because you're young, your life's ahead of you.
Yeah.
You can just say fucking blah.
And hers was just like, oh yeah, everything's going well.
So you told them you did stand up before you went and did it?
No.
Well, you said
Well,
the
you
woman
did say
was...
talk to the one with the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she never spoke. I said
How
that
do you know?
immediately
She
before
texts.
I went in. She
got the
didn't
earpiece in.
text. Do you know what she did? She went, "Are you a performer?" And then held a microphone. She went, "Are you a singer?" And I went, "No, I'm not a singer."
Who said that to the psychic?
They knew.
Yeah, my
psychic-
mate was like, they've gone on Facebook and found her on Facebook.
No, you told them.
No, there was no. I literally walked in. There was no moment she could have.
When she's at the
She's got an
Unless
earpiece.
she did it, unless the psychic moment.
They've got little signs. They just tap the left knee if they're a performer. There you go. Here's my.
Did that.
Yeah.
You stand up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how did they know about the earache then?
Everyone gets earache.
You're psychosomatic.
I've not had an earache since I was a kid, and I had it last week.
I would assume you have lots of earaches because you're a goth. So I'd have gone like, oh yeah, goths get earaches.
A lot of
I don't think you're a goth.
You know,
You're a goth.
Why do goths get earaches?
Because they have
Because
to
of all
have stupid
rage
earrings
music.
and big fucking holes in their ears.
I've not got any of that.
Yeah, but I'd have looked at you and gone, goth earache.
Rage music.
Too much monster.
Well, because those
too much
hoops are weighing
monster.
their ears down.
Headaches, goths, too much monster.
If anything, they don't.
I'm telling you.
I bet goths have less headaches because they stay indoors in the darkness. So you've not got the bright lights
it's
all
the
the
loud
time.
You need
music.
vitamin D to get you going.
But goth music isn't. I mean, what is heavy?
I don't think any of them
That's
things
definite.
cause earache.
Of course they do.
Do you go to a lot of live gigs?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a gig goer.
No,
yeah.
but I've never had earache since I was a kid, and then I had it last week, and then I woke up with it in the middle of the night today.
Psychosomatic. If you tell someone this is, you go, it hurts now.
It's like think of a black cat. You can't help but think of a black cat. So
You are going to get earache now? Do you
Well,
think?
no,
at
because
some point I'll be like, oh, I'll go, fucking Molly.
I'm not vulnerable enough to think I need someone to tell me that I'm going to get earache.
Yeah.
So I go, fuck off, you stupid. I'm not
That's
getting
what I
earache.
needed to hear.
But like if someone says, oh, I don't know, just something. Well, no. If you tell me that I'm gonna get
Yeah,
earache,
if you tell him he's gonna have a good time, you go fuck off, no one.
yeah.
And then he'll have a miserable time. Then and he'll be like, told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it's gonna go good, I still have a bad time.
Right, we'll see what the doctor says.
Yeah, you won't bother going to the doctor.
I'd got to go to the doctor, she said.
I know,
Yeah,
but
but
you've
Molly's
already
doctor, she has
day
to
one,
meet
you've
him.
missed it.
But Molly's doctor works in the other room at the back of Weatherspoons. She goes from one door to the other. Hello, I'm Doctor Weathers.
Female genital mutilation and fucking earache
You look just like that woman with a board. No.
with a moustache.
My ears are up here, mate.
Earache, right? Kicks up.
He's got those really old school lamp mirrors on his head.
Be amazed what's connected to your ears.
Yeah.
Let's have a moment.
Oscar Wilde's dad created
Like this,
the
wholesome.
ENT clinic in
He's
his
a
throat.
dick, wasn't he, Oscar Wilde?
Someone said you've read his biography, have you? It's just one word.
Not
Dick.
to declare I'm a genius.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a dick thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah, but he didn't say it every day, does he?
Yeah, to go round
So he's
saying
going
it.
for
Every
the
time he
airport
goes in, would you
security.
like sugar in you? All I have to declare is my genius.
What was he? A playwright or something?
Philosopher.
He's a bloody criminal is what he was.
Was he, yeah? Piece of shit. Him
No,
and
he-
Mother Teresa.
No, he went to prison for
being
being a
gay.
homosexual.
Oh, did he, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Oh, change your
Sure-
tune now, haven't you?
Sure.
Scared
and he
about
was
the
another one that
backlash?
was persecuted, wasn't he?
Who?
That guy who did the tapping thing, Morse code, him.
Alan
Turing.
Turing.
Yeah,
Turing,
who
Turing.
broke the
Is he from Manchester?
break the Enigma code.
The Enigma code, you mean?
Tapping on the knee.
Morse code, innit?
Yeah, but he broke the Enigma code, didn't he?
Morse code wasn't Alan Turing.
Or wasn't
Was
it?
he killed for being gay?
Alan Turing
He was
wasn't
in
killed for
prison.
being gay, but they tried to. Didn't he try?
Did he
and
kill
imprison him?
himself?
They imprisoned him.
He killed himself, yeah.
Right.
But they wouldn't acknowledge what he'd done.
Mm.
And,
Right. So he was a genius, and then we
yeah.
thought, well, fuck him.
But isn't he on the notes soon? Or something? Isn't he going to be on one of the notes? Or is he
Yeah, I
It
think
was
so.
Rumour. What is happening with the notes? You upset about the Queen dying?
Oh no, I don't care.
Straight in there.
You?
Well, I'm not happy that if anyone
No,
dies,
right.
but it's part of life, isn't it? And I
Must
think
be
good
something that you'd be
innings.
happy to see go.
Well, I liked the funeral thing. I thought it looked great.
Right.
But it was a bit of, I just thought, I was like, isn't that impressive that of all that organisation, and it went off, and the only thing we really focused on was that piece of paper falling on the floor. Did you see that?
So, didn't someone faint?
Yeah, neither.
This priest guy just dropped a bit of paper and it just went into the shop behind the coffin. And after it's all gone so perfectly, some silly old bastards dropped it. Oh, God, it just goes into shot. I was going, all the precision. Everyone else is doing everything. And this stupid
I enjoyed
shit
the
can't hold
ITV
a piece of
thing
paper.
when the guy called it His Majesty the Queen.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. That was so Partridge. Like he did it 3 times in about a minute.
I didn't see
Fucking
that.
beautiful.
I haven't seen
ITV
any
it
of
just started 6 p.m. She was doing me head in. The woman reading the news, getting all teary eyes. Like every day you're on there talking about kids dying and people fucking dying.
Yeah.
Couldn't give a shit. Queen died. She's all teared up and thinking, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
She's talking about kids getting killed every single day. Couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Queen dies and then she's all... A 96-year-old woman dies. She can't control herself. 4-year-old's been murdered in Manchester. Anyway, moving on. Manchester United lost.
Yeah.
Piece of shit woman. Blonde woman. Fit like, but... and then they got the other one on. Who was less fucking... She was nicer. She wasn't giving it all the... But then they had that royal special guy who's like the big, huge... This is his big moment. He knows everything about the royal family. 3 times in a minute he goes, His Majesty the Queen, and she goes, King, and he's like, yeah, and he skirts over the first one, and then he's reading out, this is a tweet from the royal family, and that's from His Majesty the Queen, King. And then he's like, it's just difficult getting your head around this, you know? It certainly is. He goes, yes, but that was from the royal family, from His Majesty the Queen, King. Again, he does it
How
3
many
times. It's fucking great.
people, when they do the national anthem, do you think still go, God save the Queen?
I saw Lloyd Griffith's story then. He was at Wembley and someone was singing the anthem with King at the end. I was thinking, like, they must be like... They must for the past 2 weeks have just been singing
like when
King.
you do a radio interview, like, don't swear on your anthem, King in black
You
marker.
should just do a new song.
What, really freshen it up?
Yeah, like if the words are changed.
Now that's what I call King
King.
2022.
Here comes the King. Here comes the King.
And I think they should maybe
That's
jazz it up a
simple.
bit.
Yeah, jazz it up.
Yeah, I like
They'll
that.
just switch
It does
it to
need
his
updating
King.
it a bit, doesn't it?
How long have we had that song for?
Fucking 70 years.
No idea.
So
I bet they
Did
get.
not-
I bet they
did they
get
not
Gary
sing it
Barlow
before
to
that?
write it though.
Yeah.
wouldn't
Oh,
probably.
definitely
someone
would be
like Gary Barlow.
or maybe Paul McCartney.
Yeah, that and I don't get me wrong. I think Paul McCartney's a great man, but I don't want to hear him as Queen. So
what he would do to... Yeah.
it'll be
We
awful.
could write one ourselves, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not going to do it, like... just put a dance beat
Just
over it.
Are you anti-royal then?
Ambivalent, as we've learned on this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm
You're anti-royal.
I'm anti-royal, yeah. I just think it sets the wrong
I'm
president
Uncle Royal. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I've done that joke before.
I know. I nearly did it, and I didn't.
It's fine.
I'm glad someone did. Though.
Yeah, it's fine, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm glad it was you.
Yeah. Anti-royal and Uncle Fester. No, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I probably think it's a bit of a waste of time and that, but I'm just think I haven't got the energy to expend on hate for anything.
Yeah, but you can have an opinion and a disliking for them without having to
I think it's just
expend any energy on it.
I think what it is it's the actual what they are. It's like it's unnecessary, but as individuals, it's like, well, they didn't. I mean, obviously you got Andrew's a little fucking rat. It's just a bit annoying when you see them above the law. That's the bit I get.
Yeah, that's what I don't
But that's
like. I
with
don't
all
like.
the people. It's not just the royals. There's
Yeah.
billionaires above the law.
It's kind of what it represents.
Yeah,
and
it's just
everything.
like, they got the best life ever.
Yeah.
And they're above the law.
Yeah.
It's like, for fuck's sake,
I
I was
think
one in.
I think all the princes that they do. I don't think the Queen had a great. I don't think I'd have liked to have been the Queen. She's just because she's constantly doing all these things. She's not really got her own time.
Yeah,
I don't think that looked like a lot of fun.
She has been shagged, which is
I'm not a
interesting.
royalist
No, but I
by
bet
any
she has
stretch
more
of the
days off
imagination.
than us.
Yeah.
Where she
Well,
can
maybe
just
I
chill.
don't know. I don't think I
she's
would like
busy every
that.
day.
Having all those pricks as kids and all the
Yeah,
trouble.
but then
all
again,
the
that's
time. I
her
couldn't
fault.
be arsed.
That's what annoys me about it, right? Why do we praise them and never look? Her fault. Her kids are nonce. One's Charles. We all know he's just a
Allegedly.
a knobhead. Andrew's allegedly a nonce. The other one isn't. The other one a mercenary.
Demonetise us.
So,
They're all mercenaries.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's her fault. You blame the parents. So why is no one going? Well, the Queen was clearly a shit mum. All the kids are fucked up. Why is no one like
Diana
look at
died.
that?
She ordered the hit,
Oh, yeah.
allegedly.
Oh my god!
It's like
this is taking a turn.
It's just.
isn't it?
Have you seen
what
that?
did you have for tea at Spoons, Molly?
Have you seen the one today? The one
See my
yesterday.
red
Sorry.
dot appear in my head. Well, he came to talk about me gig and chip. I said allegedly, you prick.
Yeah.
No, but it was in fucking. It was on the news yesterday. What's the fucking Williams kid called? The eldest one, that little
George.
Yeah, that little knobhead. Anyway, he's in school.
He's a
And
bit
he said
strong. He's only 7 or something.
Well, you say that, but then it was news yesterday. Apparently, it was newsworthy that he was going. Oh, George had a killer line to his people that were in the playground to the other kids.
That's not his fault.
He said, "My dad's going to be king soon, so you best watch out." And everyone went, "Oh, how amusing! What a killer line!" He's a little prick. If someone said that,
he's not the
someone
prick.
said that on a playground, you'd
It's the
twat him.
people that. It's the people that
say that.
Yeah, but he deserves to get battered,
No,
doesn't
but
he?
it's the people that are going.
Someone said that on the
isn't that
playground.
cute?
You'd fucking
They're
batter
the-
But would you not bring it up if you were on the playground?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
If your
Yeah,
dad was going to
you'd
become
expect
king,
to
you've
get
got to
battered.
bring it up.
Yeah, but you expect to get battered, though.
Yeah, but all the other people that are there are going, oh, my dad's their fucking other guy and all that
Yeah,
shit.
they're all
It's the
something
people that
important.
think it's cute that I've got a problem with.
Yeah.
Also,
It's
maybe
the
no.
ones that,
Why is it
what
on the
a
news
lie.
that he's been a little knobhead?
Maybe no
Yeah, they're
one's
the little
playing with him
worms.
and that, so like he feels a bit
Yeah.
like shit. So he's got to go. I'm the king's son. You're all forgetting.
But to
Yeah,
be fair,
I would. I'd be going,
if
my
you-
daddy's going to buy your
Yeah,
mother,
yeah,
and he's going to
yeah.
concrete over and build flats. My daddy's going to
Exactly.
fucking...
Fuck him, the little shit.
Yeah, but if you were born into it, you'd be like,
I'd
"Sound
love
this."
it, me.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
you
been
would.
doing
Yeah.
time
Why
all the
wouldn't you?
time. Sit down, Phil. Don't really sit down. Well, I hope you enjoy sitting on the poverty line. My daddy's
think-
going to buy your job. And he's going to buy your wife and make us just dance in the garden, saying what a piece of
I
shit you are.
think you would like to be in that position, wouldn't you? Really?
I would.
Come on.
No, because
Here's
I
£100
think
million
the problem,
pounds. Take your pants down.
I think the problem is you're going to get a knobhead who's going to just call you bluff and be like, yes, Alan, your dad's going to be king, bang, punch in the face. Nothing's going to happen.
Could you
Because
punch
you're
him,
powerless.
though?
You're powerless.
Could you punch that kid, George?
Not now.
Like, could the other kids
Not
do it?
now,
I bet
when he was younger. Too old now. 2 years old, yeah, think about it. He's a bit big now, isn't he? Might hit back. Waiting there in the maternity ward. When it comes out, we're fucking shitting.
Wait for it all to die down a bit, you know what I mean? Like, the Queen's
he's-
just
he's
died
gone-
and all.
Yeah, he's mourning.
When everyone's not
Can't-
asked about the Queen, and then again,
Fix it.
bang, little dig, yeah.
Yeah.
There was that thing going out that William likes getting bummed, innit?
Pegged, one of the
Allegedly,
rooming. I like that stuff, though. They should make it more.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
fine. It humanises
Charles,
him.
Charles was goosing, what's her name, the whole time he's with Diana.
Yeah.
I thought fair enough. We all know. We all know what it's like to be married. Sometimes you think, I wouldn't mind a little
All
affair
of
now
us.
and again.
In fact,
you
you're
said
the
you've been-
only one who's married.
Have you been to, how many psychics you been to?
Oh, loads.
I've been the same once,
Loads.
twice.
I always go to ones in Blackpool because they're only £5.
They're
Right.
scum. This is because this is what the guy that I had this thing with. So he went to this Blackpool one,
Yeah.
and they'll charge 5, 25, or 50, depending on your
Yeah,
reading.
depending on your reading.
You get the exact same
Yeah.
reading no matter what you pay. They went in with a little GoPro.
Well, I already knew
Asked
that.
us- So why
So I
did
just
you
pay
do
a
it?
£5.
Why'd you do it?
I never pay more than that. And I'll get what I get out.
Yeah,
It's always
like,
enough.
my mate, Ruth Coburn, she loves it. We used to go and do that. She wanted to go to the psychic. It's £5.
It's a bit fun. I don't
Couple
take
of
it
minutes,
too
she enjoyed it.
seriously. Yeah.
Spend a £5 on a pint.
Yeah. I think you'd love it. And when you go in, it's dead nice. And they've got all the pictures like with like Dev from Coronation Street. And, like, it's amazing.
What?
I get dead into
Yeah, but does it not
it.
annoy you, though, when you're paying £25 and there's nothing in the function room, no decoration and nothing?
Yeah, this one was nothing. It wasn't like Blackpool. It was way more
Do
expensive.
you ever just have a laugh with them and just fuck around and go, listen, I know this is bollocks, do you want to just have a chat about something just for 20 minutes?
Well, I haven't done that, but I
Just
do
for a
have a
laugh.
good chat. She hugged me at the end.
Oh, yeah.
But she didn't hug anyone else.
But
Right.
what was
She asked me
doing?
what my second name was, and I went, McGuinness, Molly McGuinness, I'll never forget you. Can I hug you? And then we had like an embrace for ages, and I said, Mum, did she hug you? She said, no. So like, I don't know.
She kept pushing me. Your mum's going.
She probably put some in my ear, and that's why I woke up. Like,
Yeah, that's it. Of Olber soil.
no, but she was not. I did like her. She was sweet.
Right. Okay.
But I think
what
people
else have you
do
been
it
told
like.
in these psychics? You've been to loads, though. Like,
They just always say the same old thing, really. Like, just.
Do you ever think about saving the money and doing something else with it? How
Yeah,
much
but
have you
I'm
spent on, would
only
you
going to
say?
spend that on. I just spend on crap anyway.
Yeah.
I never normally spend £25. That's a rare thing.
It does seem like a lot, 25
It
quid.
was
like,
a lot of money, but I just moved
for half
to
an hour.
Cholton. I saw the poster and I was like, oh, it'll be like I thought it'll be something extra because it was expensive, but it was just a bog standard thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you go, Molly. It's not like when you quit smoking, you put you can put a tenner away in an app.
I'm not doing it enough.
Doing it every day. It's just like once a month, maybe.
I'd probably be in the
£5.
pub instead of being there. So I've not I would just do
Stick it in the
something else.
bookies.
I've got an app. You've saved £3,000 this month on Psychic. So good to quit.
She's got to spend some time with her mum as well. She's probably not been with her
Yeah,
mum.
exactly.
That's what you bond over, innit?
Yeah.
I think you just need to give it a go. Trust me.
I'd do it. I'd be open minded.
I'd do it, but I ain't got time in.
Love hearing about myself and be sound.
Do you reckon they ever really someone comes in, they go, look at this fucking sack of shit, and they go, you're gonna die actually, mate, really quickly. You're gonna have a short shit life.
I would.
I bet they
if I was
would.
a psychic, every one a night would just be horrible to me and be like, well, hold on, you can't all be good, can you?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is it.
Otherwise, I'm unprofessional.
I always wonder if they do say negatives because mine have always been fairly good.
Yeah.
They've not said anything that scared me or anything. I always wondered did they ever say anything?
Do you think if you got a negative one, you wouldn't go back?
Yeah, of course.
That noise?
I would never go back now. Because you just want to hear you're going to be rich and famous, and that's it.
Do you reckon you could do that? Like a prank show if you had the money. Just stand in the line, go to a really expensive proper psychic,
Yeah.
and they give you a reading, and then go round to the back of the queue, have all the
proper one.
prosthetics done, and do the voice, and come back round, see if they give you a different reading, then go back round again and come back good. And just then go, look at 3 different readings, you piece of shit, and they'll go, oh.
You don't need to go to them lengths.
No.
You just it's all bollocks, so you can just
Ask them a question.
Yeah.
I did you see the Jeff Dahmer thing on Netflix.
The new one. I
Yeah.
didn't know it was out yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on.
what's
The American Horror Story one,
No, well, it's probably made by the people who made that, but it's just like
or just a documentary.
what's it called, docudrama.
Right? No, I'm
Yeah.
not seeing it.
So it's good.
Fine.
Yeah.
Have you seen it all?
Up to episode 8, I think.
Right.
But I read
Even
about
alright.
him, and it was years ago, and it was horrific.
It is horrific. Like,
I mean, they're all
heavy.
horrific, but Gacy, I remember reading about that, and you just go, it makes you feel so rank, because the things that they did, and with John Wayne Gacy and some of the boys getting away, and then the police taking them back to him.
that's what happened in Dharma as well. Like
With
one
Dharma,
lad
yeah.
gets away, and Dharma goes, "Oh no, it's my boyfriend, and all the neighbours.
Isn't he
go,
handcuffed? He's got handcuffs on and stuff. Yeah,
the neighbours are going, no, he's not. Get him away from him. He's definitely dangerous. And the police are going, no.
Well, yeah, we're not getting involved in this.
Yeah, not getting involved in all this gay stuff. And then
and the poor lad then was
killed. Yeah.
And Gacy did that. There was one. He worked at a KFC. He got done for sexually assaulting a guy there. He was like the manager of KFC in one state. So then he went to move to another
Taking
town.
pennies off people.
Yeah, taking Gacy, that's the real crime.
Yeah.
He owes me 36p.
The $1 conspiracy theory from KFC.
I don't care that his house is
KFC
actually a
takes
great
$1
sign.
a day off people not collecting their penny change.
Still
Well,
gets
so
me
yeah,
angry.
Gacy was a child killer one.
I took pictures of my KFC I got in Edinburgh, by the way, to complain to them, because one of the wings was that big and the gravy had like a layer of oil on top. That wasn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Had you took it home?
I took it home. That was a problem.
Was that when I saw you and you had to get a taxi because you didn't want to carry your KFC?
Yeah. I only saw Molly once in Edinburgh. It was when we
I
got
didn't
KFC.
I think you took a picture and sent it to him.
Yeah.
And did you get a reply?
Oh no, I didn't. In the end, I didn't, because I thought of telling you two, and you two thinking I was a piece of shit for complaining.
No, he agrees. It's me who's like, I just.
Yeah, I
What,
I
you
can
think you
see
should
both
never
sides.
complain?
Not that he should never complain. I just think Phil wastes too much time just trying to save money or trying to get back when he feels slighted. So,
Yeah.
the time he takes to complain about the KFC
Valuing his time.
isn't worth
I
the
get that.
chicken wing.
Yeah.
The time he takes to go to the shop to get the crisp for the pub isn't worth just going to the pub. You're losing valuable time.
Yeah, I get
Like, he's
that.
moaning about me being late here today, but he'll go half an hour out his way to save himself 70p.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll give you £2 for your hour late. Oh, sorry.
I absolutely rinsed the fridge in a green room of cans of Coke the other day. Saved
What
myself.
green room?
Well, we don't need to discuss that. Just one of the
Where was
more
he?
generous ones.
Was it Charlie Little Theatre by any chance?
I don't know, but I was nicking multi-pack boost bars. Got loads of them.
I always do.
And I got a
though.
Galaxy
always
Ripple
fill a
for
bag.
free.
Do you not
You
do
rinse the
that?
rider?
Of course I do. You may as well. It's there. Nobody ever eats it.
Because it depends. It depends the gig. Because like see Chorley Little Theatre, they do a nice spread. But I always feel like it's volunteers who work there. Manfords haven't paid for that spread, so I'd let them take it home.
No, everyone's thinking the same thing. Though people don't touch it; it just gets left there.
No, that's
and
why.
if you want it, that's what it's there for.
Have you ever seen Molly at a gig? If it's a good gig, notice she's got a bigger bag than she needs. She's got a carry-all. Sports bag with you, Phoebe.
Yeah, but also you haven't got to worry about the fact that I'm big, so I have to worry about the fact that if I
you
start
need to
filling
worry
a bag,
about that.
people,
If
I start filling a bag, I know in the back of my head I'm thinking everyone's going, yeah, look at that fat cunt filling up, sort of thing.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
like,
also
oh, great.
I do it a bit secretly. I don't think people notice me doing it.
Right.
Because I always think, well, do they want? I don't know if they want it, so I take it
So
before
what,
they even notice it.
You taking all the little minis you get from Tesco, them things?
Just
Like a little few
crisps,
shortbread
chocolate
things?
drinks, like crunchies the other day, because I haven't
Right.
had crunchies for years.
Yeah,
I will take a chocolate bar and if I go, oh yeah, that'll be all right on the way, maybe.
I'll have something there, but I never take anything with me.
What about if you have a bad gig? You still you take more then?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Just start eating them.
Yeah, really double down. You've died on your ass and you're taking all the rider now.
I go to the co-op and fill it up. No, I did it cleverly. I think last time. What happened was it was because
They saw you and thought he thinks he's being clever now. They thought,
No,
let him do it.
I
He
let
thinks
the
he's got
MC
away with
I
this
was
with whispers in his face on Converse.
no, because what happened
We can
was
see the whispers, Phil. Just take them out; they'll melt.
middle act goes to the toilet. This is just for I meant to go on at the end. The MC then goes, I'll go be down in a minute whilst we're in the toilet. I fill my bag up. They're going in that break. They go on stage. They've not seen me fill my bag up.
Yeah.
That's all sealed
This
now,
was an
ready to go.
hour-long gig,
I
wasn't
go
it?
on, do the gig, come off, and they're like, even if they then go, God, look at all the stuff's gone. I go, oh, bloody hell, she was a bit bag happy with the old Chris.
Right.
Molly again, was it?
Right.
Surprised you don't point it out. Look at all that.
I did kind of make a joke about oh god, there's not a lot of cokes left. I'll take one. So I took another one.
Yeah.
So then it looked like that was all I was taking.
I was really looking forward to
Quite
a Coke
clever,
as well.
really.
Yeah.
I went, I'll take a bag of crisps and a can of Coke. Might as well. So it looks like I haven't taken all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas really now I'm actually taking even more.
And
A
if
real piece of shit.
If they've got something fancy, like they had that somewhere, they had that fancy, that pink lemonade, that nice one in the
right,
glass
okay,
bottle.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're well expensive.
Yeah,
There's
right,
loads
yeah.
of them.
Okay,
No
right.
one's touching them.
Yeah. You got a
I
little
think-
M&S glass bottled lemonade, pink
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
And
Snide that.
I was bad at festivals, because they've got you'll have like some drinks for the
Oh
acts,
yeah.
Right.
but just keep going back all day and
That's
getting them
fine.
constantly. Is it
That's-
okay? Because then it's like when it's the second day, you're not even
Depends on
on
when
that
you
day.
get
It's a
paid.
whole.
yeah.
But
No,
I'm
I
still.
think of a festival because they're ripping people off anyway.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
They're
Latitude. I
corporate
used
gigs and you
to
get
rent
paid.
that.
So that's not. You think that's acceptable to keep going
Well,
back and stealing them all weekend?
Yeah, well, it's not
Yeah.
I don't think it's stealing at that point.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
they're
you're asking me as well.
they're
Yeah,
ripping
that's
everyone
fine.
else. They're ripping everyone else off.
Yeah,
so,
you're right.
I used to go
I'm
to
very,
I used to
like-
go to the book tent as well when they run out there. I go, let's go to the poetry tent. It gets you in anyway.
Yeah.
Poets don't drink.
Yeah.
They don't notice if you're
Oh, it's
you're
don't drink.
backstage. Nobody notices.
Yeah.
while
Yeah,
you're
and
there,
I'm not
what's
asked
going
about
on.
festivals. It's just I just think stuff like the theatre. It's like they're all volunteers. I think go on, let them have it.
What festival was it?
Just or any of them, I'll just take the. But I saw you at Kendall Call and we snuck to get the alcohol. Do you
Well,
remember?
no, but we can't.
So here
But
we
I
go,
had been
here we
on.
go.
Yeah, you'd been on that day. I'd been on the day before, but I did that all weekend because I
Yeah,
stayed.
but you
3
absolutely
days,
filled your bag with hooch.
Filled my bag and was carrying them like
Wow.
that. Because my friends had come, so then I
Too
would give
much,
them
though.
all and then just keep going. But
Oh,
you
so
may as
you're
well.
now passing judgment on that.
Yeah, it was too much.
It was. I did
What's
put a
that?
lot. I did put a lot in my bag. To be fair.
Right.
I took one home as well.
Hooch. I don't even.
Hooch?
Oh.
Yeah,
Is that
Weird,
like
isn't it?
sweet
Did
lemon?
you drink it?
I did actually
Did you
weirdly the other
enjoy it?
night. Not really.
Oh,
made me
it's
feel a bit
gorgeous.
sick.
What do you mean?
I think
you
it's,
not
I
like
think
it?
it was in the festival.
I think I liked it when I was 13 and it come out.
Yeah,
But it's
I
like
got
summer
hammered on
drink.
hooch.
It's like a Fanta.
Is it like a Fanta
know,
lemon?
Fanta
Fanta
lemon.
It's
lemon,
really
it's
sweet
sunny.
though, isn't it?
Lemon. Come on.
I think it's nice at the festival. When I was at home in the dark in my kitchen, it wasn't great. Felt sad because the first time I ever got hammered off hooch was when it was in the little cans when they first came
when
out,
it first come out, yeah.
and it was my nana's funeral the next day. I got pissed at Douglas's house. I had a friend called Douglas.
That's
Funny,
good.
isn't it?
I love a friend called Doug.
Yeah, but he went by Douglas.
At full Douglas.
There was no abbreviating with him. Douglas.
I can't imagine there would be with a Douglas.
I'd say my best friend at school was Hamish Patel.
Yes.
And I thought Hamish was like an Indian name for years. And then
New
Hamish...
Zealand.
Yeah, but I didn't realise it was a Scottish name.
Yeah.
I just thought it was Indian
yeah.
because it was Hamish Patel. And then years later, that Hamish Macbeth series came out with Robert Carlyle. I was going, why is he called Hamish Macbeth? It's weird. He's got an Indian
Hamish
first
does
name.
sound, yeah. It's a bit misleading, Hamish.
Yeah.
I was watching the Dharma thing, though. This is what I was watching it about. And I would love to have sort of been him, in a way.
Been him?
Yeah.
Right, what?
Well, that's not worrying, is it?
Is the carefree attitude?
It's because it's just right. He was in decent shape.
Yeah.
Right.
He kept himself in good nick because
And he's always on the ale. And he's got a lot to worry about where he's so like, he's not asked about anything else because his mind's preoccupied with everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was just on countdown to be caught, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He had no pressure on him. It was just...
But that is a lot of pressure, though.
No, there's not, because
but he didn't feel any life's pressures because the only thing he felt pressure about was when am I going to get caught.
Like, he's almost wanting to. He's like, I'm not really.
He was always pleasantly
obvious.
surprised when he was caught, and he assumed once he was caught, he was going to kill him.
Yeah.
So he was like,
so every day is a bit of a blessing.
But he's always on the ale, and he's still in shape, and I think that's what I liked about it.
Yeah, but
is he a drinker?
And also,
sound. Yeah,
but also,
he loved the bevies. You got to respect.
He was.
Just think about Dom. I never bought around.
The victims' families, so I can't remember the Louisian one.
He did always buy around, and that's what watching the documentary. That's what got to me. In and out of jobs, left, right, and centre. Had a nice little flat, always on the ale, and always buying bevies. People made me think, fucking hell, where's he getting his money from?
Yeah, where was he getting his money from?
Dead men.
Well, he was robbing them as well. Yeah. So.
But he was in shape as well. It's like he can still get on his tank. He's on the whiskies and everything, and he's still in shape. And it's just. Like, I'd love to be able to do that because I'd eat pizza and shit and I'd be fat as fuck and I wouldn't have the strength to kill anyone.
Yeah, but he never ate pizza, not did he eat the gay men that he killed.
Yeah, I know. So, he probably wasn't eating much, was he? Yeah. Apart from but, like, also, it was, I think also I'd like
I've
to
got
be
a friend
guy,
like that.
Which?
He drinks a lot but don't eat a lot. Yeah. He just eats to survive, so he's skinny, but he drinks all the time.
That's what I used to be like. I miss that body.
Yeah.
I used to like it. I usually wanted to be that, so like smackhead fit.
Yeah.
Like you just look like almost like a whippet if you vetoed a whippet.
Yes. But Dharma had a bit of muscle to him. He looked good. But the guy who...
No offence, Phil.
So, you know the guy that... he was the foreign guy in it who was getting called up by the police and they were being... Him sitting there...
No spoilers.
Him sitting there smoking and drinking because he had so much going on. He didn't give a fuck about anything else. He was just so fucked up about his kid getting murdered.
Yeah, so
he's sitting there and he's just like drinking, smoking, drinking. I was thinking, God, imagine having so much else going on that the idea of getting in any sort of shape was just completely not even an issue for you. That carefree sort of drink, smoke. But
you also don't need to worry about it because he just is in good shape. People that don't...
No, not Darwin. I'm talking about the guy that lost his kid. The Asian one where the one son went away and then the other one got done. As like him sitting there and he's just there drinking, smoking, and then I was thinking, that looks something zen about that. The fact that his worries are now, his life's got so fucking flipped up.
Yeah.
Like there wouldn't be any going to work.
You envy someone who's been through a tragedy because
just sitting
you're
there.
Like, I wish I had that mindset.
Completely lifeless, like nothing matters now.
You could get to that though if you wanted to.
Just become self-aware.
Yeah.
You'll do it.
And, but
stop kidding yourself. You are there. You've done the hard bit. Your life's shit. Turn the heat in now. Enjoy it.
Yeah, but why can't I do it then?
You just need to. You need to switch off.
I stop. What?
The lies.
Well, maybe if I do that, just get a bottle of whiskey.
You've got to stop thinking that this is going to take off.
Then I wouldn't.
Yeah. No, he is right because it's like sometimes I get to gigs and I've driven there and I get a cop on that I can't have got on the aisle, and then like fuck, I envy people like Molly who don't drive. It's like they can just go on the aisle at every gig now. And then I think should I just give up and not drive, and then go on here, and then I think no, I want more for myself.
Don't even care about gigging. You don't even care anything. Just.
People used to think people still get surprised that I can drive because for years I just didn't because I hated driving and I could then have a drink at the gigs, whereas Rob's having to drive home.
You have to have all the stress though having to get there then and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
It's not worth it because I'll still only have one drink because I just want to go home because I'm in the middle of nowhere. And then, you're just a bit tipsy on this dead long train on your own. Like,
and it's that
miss your
bit.
stop.
I know, but until I've lived
shit,
it, I'm jealous of it.
You're not picking a lane. You're in this little fucking middle bit of just, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, I'm drinking, but I've got this to do. But then if you just give up completely, just give up, but somehow keep managing to maintain the life you've got. So maintain the life you've got for 50 years, but you just sit and drink and everything's fine. No one's traumatized by anything.
Is a workplace accident, so they pay you off.
You need to get sectioned. That's what I've always wanted. I've always wanted to be sectioned. Shit yourself. Get angry at people. Just get angry and they'll just calm you down with medication.
Can you if you're sectioned and that? Like, look, keep your.
I don't need to. I'll be drunk off the
need
freedom.
You need something that's not your fault.
Hand gel.
So your wife still has to love you, even though she doesn't.
Just everything gets turned. Just the whole life gets so fucked up. You go, what the fuck? Like, something horrific happening. Do you mean like then you're like, oh, he's got an excuse.
Everyone's got to feel sorry for you.
Yeah. And he's so troubled.
Like when you're 40 and your ma dies, and
leave
everyone's like, oh, I feel sorry for him. He's lost his mum dead young. You get to be a little shit because everyone just goes, yeah, but his mum's that. But his mum.
I suppose it's a bit of
I was weirdly discussing this to a degree. When someone loses a parent when they're young, I think you're lucky. I actually said this to someone once, and I think it was a wrong thing to say in hindsight.
Is this like a childhood parent?
I just left my mum. Well, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Just lost my mum.
He'd lost his dad at the age of 4, and my dad's still alive at the time of record. I love my dad very much, and I said, well, I think you're better off than me. And he said, well, why do you think that is? I went, because you hardly got anything you can't miss what you haven't really had. Whereas if my dad went now, that's 41 years almost of bonding. Yeah, that I've really got to know him, and I love him more than anything.
Was an orphan.
My dad was an orphan, yeah. So,
right.
So I'm just saying, like, if my dad went, I'd be gutted. 40 years of all those memories. Like, I'm like, oh God, I miss him doing this. I can't remember much before 4.
Yeah.
So you've never known any better.
Yes, there is swings and roundabouts.
You lucky sod.
But that's tight because he never had a relationship with his dad.
You sound like
you missed out on.
Yeah, but you can't miss what you haven't got.
Well, it's like,
I don't miss my football career.
I'd love to go on Nemesis way more. I've never been on Nemesis, so you can't miss what you've never had.
Exactly, I don't miss happiness.
No, but people that haven't got an absent father, are upset, are aware of what they're missing and can be upset.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they could have that.
It's not the same as the Nemesis.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
But then maybe it is because you're still like gutted you've not been on the Nemesis.
It's like when you're 16 and you're a virgin, you hear about your mates having sex. It's like it exists and you could have had that, but you haven't. So you're constantly in anxiety.
3 weeks in the middle of the sea. Like on a hip hop video, I'd love that for 4 weeks.
But that's so alien to you.
I know, but so
your contemporaries haven't got that.
Well, Instagram, I see people on yachts all the time.
Yeah, but if you've been on a yacht for 40 years,
has got a yacht.
If you've been on a yacht, if you had access to a yacht,
we've all got dads.
If you had access to a yacht for 40 years, and then they went no more yacht, and you could just see it, and you go, oh, what? And they go, actually, you're not even allowed to look at the yacht anymore. You'd be gutted. But now, to the age of 4, you've been on a yacht for all the time, and then at the age of 30, they go, do you remember that yacht? You go, oh, a bit.
Yeah, but if you're
same with the dad.
If you're in a school where everyone in your class has got a yacht, and you haven't got a yacht,
and if you're seeing people on Instagram,
well, that's interesting how you framed it differently. But I'm still going to blinker my view and carry on the way I think.
No, I think it's interesting to think the idea that because you're seeing everyone with a dad, and then you haven't got a dad. Then you'd be like, I would have liked that. But then it could have been shit if their dad stuck around.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You only think
I know,
yeah. Again.
Well, they need to be aware of the negatives early on. Go, listen, your dad was a piece of shit.
Going back to sex. Remember there was always one girl who slept with a lot of people, and then if you never slept with her, it's always like, oh.
Right.
Why
it's weird. That's not the analogy that we... Right. Doesn't work at all.
It does work. Like, there's...
There's a girl at school that everyone...
No, I didn't say at school. I didn't say at school. I was more thinking older. You're in the pub. Everyone slept with this one girl, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll sleep with her. And then you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. And then
maybe I shouldn't. I'm sure she'd say you shouldn't.
No.
But do you think that the person that did sleep with her would miss her more than you?
No, but it's just like the idea of like... I think when I was 18 at the time when it was happening, I was a bit like, I wouldn't mind, like, just to see what it's like.
There's a girl that shagged everyone apart from you.
So yeah, let's narrow this down. Where did he used to drink when you were 18?
I already know who it is, I think.
I know who it is. No, what I'm saying, like, when you're a bit like,
Lovely.
There's a bit, you're like, wish I'd have done that.
All right, mate, we get it. You wish you'd had sex. Stop going on about it.
Still,
Weird.
What?
still, do you still think
He
back
feels
about
I still
that?
feel a bit
entitled to
left
sleep
out,
with
yeah.
everyone
Yeah,
he ever
yeah.
wants to.
But do you think it? I bet it wasn't even that good. Did you
Oh
ever
no,
get any?
I've heard some of it was good, some of it was shit. yeah.
Really?
Wait a minute, was this in one night? Was this like some porn
No, it's
on
just-
a
it's
snooker
just-
table special?
It was probably very
It's on
tragic when you look back at it
500.
now.
Mm.
But you know, I'm just saying at the time, I understand where the lad's coming from.
Anyway, you can follow me on all the socials at the Phil Ellis.
Well, where do we go from there? How's the career going, Molly?
Well, it's going up now.
You got a few treatments, haven't you? You said you got treatments on them, yeah? Don't know what the fuck. I mean,
Face treatment.
Yeah. No, you got to treat again. That
Yeah.
makes it sound like we're going to a clinic.
yeah.
Have you got them together?
No.
No, we both
Individual
have to do
pies
these
in the
treatments
wings.
for TV shows.
Yeah.
But
The treatment's just something.
Yeah,
to
it might not go
producers
anywhere.
wanna
Yeah,
see.
you just have to write. If you've got an idea, you have to write it in a certain way and send
Who you
it to
trying
them.
pitch it to?
Comic Sans. That's your font.
Yeah, it has to be
Bit of
Comic
clip
Sans.
art.
Are you
Bit
telling
of
Molly
clip
to
art
do
of the
all this?
plane.
To fuck hair treatment?
Yeah.
Or you go, what are you going to do? Comic Sans, clip art.
Comic Sans clip art.
Phil's been through this before.
Yeah,
He's trying to save you.
not on final draft. Stick it in Word.
Yeah.
Make them think you're a pro.
Yeah, Libra Office. The free one.
You know Final Draft though?
Molly,
That's
speaking
the
to
one.
an absolute sitcom god here.
Yeah. So you must know what you must have wrote a treatment. We've got
Of course I do. I
Final
was just
Draft.
Sort of trying to get you to talk about your project and that.
No, I can't. Yeah, it's top secret. It's not really. It's
Top
just not
secret.
worked out. Yeah,
No,
that's what it is. I don't really know what to write. Yeah.
Is yours working out? You've put on
Well,
me
I
about
don't
yours.
know. It seems to, and then stops.
That's
So can't get anything made
the
these
story
days,
of your
can you?
career, really, isn't it?
I can't. Christ, yeah. Well, I was saying I did a new material night. I told you,
You did some new material?
I've got loads of material.
Oh, sorry.
He's becoming a
Oh, yeah, I
act now,
forgot.
isn't he?
My show
I
this
forgot
year.
you're a proper comic now, sorry.
Fuck you. I've always been a proper comic.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Settle down now.
Oh.
Settle down.
I've got
Come
some
on.
great observational stuff about a bath mat. So
That sounds good.
stick around for that. I might post it on my YouTube channel. It's Phil Ellis, youtube.com.
What type of bath mat?
I love your
No, but I
YouTube
think should
Don't
we
wanna
chat
ruin
about
it.
the bath mat thing? Because I disagreed with your.
No, I don't want to ruin it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Still working.
Okay.
I went to a
No, it's
caravan.
just right. I was told.
I went
No,
to
yeah, you talk about it.
I went to a caravan this weekend
Yeah.
and they had a toilet mat. I didn't agree with
Pedestal.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
don't
have
like
you never
toilet
seen
mats.
a toilet mat?
They're
that. Well, I'd
weird.
seen them before. I just don't agree with them, and it was like fairy.
Unhygienic.
And they always
horrible.
move about and that.
What
don't
do you
they?
wash them
Yeah.
with?
Exactly, that's
it,
what I
what do you
didn't
put
like.
in with them.
What do you wash
The
them?
tea
Just put them in
towels.
the washing
With
machine,
your
don't
pissy
you?
knickers.
Yeah.
Do you own the washing machine?
I think so. Yeah.
Pedestal
I don't
mat.
have one, but I would have thought you could put it in the washing machine like a bath mat. You can put a
Yeah,
bath
but
mat
what
in the
do you
washing
put?
machine.
Can
Yeah,
you?
but what do you put in with
Depends
it?
what
Yeah.
material it is.
Yeah, no one's got. Have you got a fairy bath mat?
No, but what I'm saying is that because
I've
then
got a
where-
furry one.
Yeah, but
Have
what?
you?
But what do you
Yeah.
put else? You can't just put it in on its
Yeah.
own. What a waste of electricity.
Oh, you sound like
and
my
water.
wife now. She doesn't. She won't put things on her own.
You can put it in a quick one.
A pedestal.
On its
That's
own.
It's still a waste. We're in an energy crisis, guys.
I know. Well, I've got to start changing that up. But
a pedestal mat is a bit.
you can still
unhygienic.
put it in with something else. Why does that matter?
Because it's
Well,
got
I
some
would want to
Have a
towels.
carpeted
There's some poo
bathroom,
flakes
would
on
you?
it.
Yeah, I think you can put it in with towels. I think that's
Yeah.
good.
And it's the
What
piss is
people
going.
piss on?
Yeah, but it's gonna
Yeah.
go away.
Well,
It's been
I'm
cleaned.
on about a bath mat, not a toilet mat.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and
I thought we
the
were talking
bath mat. Oh
about
yeah,
toilet
put the bath mat in with the
The
what the fuck
towels.
is this?
What are we talking-
My bit is better than this, by the way.
Is it?
It's not just a discussion
That's
about
the
what.
bit.
What do you wash a bath mat with? Phil's
Come on,
great new
guys.
bit.
Well, do you learn
Yeah.
to wash a bath mat? An helicopter.
Yeah.
My
1200 spin.
but the best,
Still want it to fit.
the
If you get a plastic
funniest.
one, you can put it in a dishwasher.
Well, the most awkward
What?
thing that happened as a result of the
Like a
bath mat.
breadboard.
Yeah, if you get a rubber bath,
my
if you get a rubber bath mat, you can put it in a dishwasher.
I'm dropping that bit now.
In the dishwasher.
Put a rubber bath. What the hell's going on now? It's in a
in the
dishwasher.
shower.
Probably
Just
just
hose it
wipe
off
it
with the shower
down.
if you
Yeah,
want.
just wipe it down.
You don't stick it in
don't
the
need to put it
dishwasher.
No, you want to put a bit of soap in that. And get a
Yeah, but you
good
could
wash.
just give it. I'd just give it a quick once over in the sink. I
Oh, you
think
tramp. That's right.
Buy another one. They're about £3.
Yeah, I've just been
you
it.
can't keep buying bath mats though.
You can't keep buying
hell?
You've
them.
got to stop.
How often are you putting a rubber bath mat in the
Well,
dishwasher?
I'm not. I'm just saying you.
What
could
is
do.
a rubber? There's no
No.
such thing as a rubber bath
The
mat.
ones
You're
that
thinking
go-
about the one
the
in
ones
the
that stop
shower
you
to stop your
slipping.
nana from slipping.
Yeah,
It's not a bath mat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. You know, you just get a. Surely you can get a rubber bath mat as well.
What's the point of it? You've got a
What's
floor.
the point of a bath mat?
It's soluble. It's supposed to absorb the
so you don't
water
get the
from
floor
you.
wet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can get
But
rubber
rubber ones
versions
not going to do that.
You can't get versions of that.
I think
Yeah, but
they've not
what's it
been
doing?
going since the 70s.
It's just another
though.
floor on a
Acrylic.
floor.
Yeah.
Acrylic and rubber and hit and like.
I don't think people
Yeah.
have them anymore. Them
He's
rubber-
thinking like a breadboard, but for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just a bigger one of them bigger plastic breadboards. Stick that on the floor.
That's why you'd have that. Just putting floor
I don't
on
understand
floor.
why you'd have a bath mat.
To take the water,
Yeah,
the
put a towel
moisture
down.
from you.
Yeah, but
It's just so the
well,
floor
then
don't
that's the
get
towel
dead
then on the
wet.
floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's better than
Well,
a
you
bath
put
mat.
another towel on the
You
floor. You
could
might as well
put
have a
a
mat
towel-
there.
You could put a towel there, but it looks a bath mat looks nicer. It
And
should,
it's a
the
bit
kid,
thicker.
it,
I don't think so. I
absorbs a
think you
bit
look like
But what do you have at yours?
nothing.
nothing.
You'd have a bath.
No, you don't
Well,
have
yeah,
to have one. You
the
can
only
wipe it
person
up
who gets a
with
bath in our house is the baby, and we just put a towel down.
What the rest you do? Roll around and drop outside.
No, because
So
he's
we
not.
get,
in the
get
rain.
showers. I've got a new build, so the bath is very shallow. It looks like a bidet when I'm in it.
You better go get some more wet wipes.
No, yeah,
Cat
yeah.
washing
back-
the all wet.
yeah,
I get
back.
showers. Well, the thing is, Phil, I'm doing all right. I've got 3 different bathrooms in my house, so
Yeah, but no bath.
use the
No
ensuite.
bath mat.
No bath mat. I don't need a
bath,
bath
no
mat.
bath.
I don't need a bath
3
mat.
empty rooms.
A
You
bath
lash,
mat
you
is-
lash your towel down. You stand on the towel and you move on.
I imagine that your bath, you've got 3 bathrooms, but there's just like a garden tap coming out of the wall. That's all there is in there. You
I've
just
got
get
a-
underneath
I've
it,
got a garden tap as well.
dry off as you
Outside
move.
tap, yeah. I need to get
Got an
on
outside tap, yeah.
To be fair, the bath mats can be clean less than the towel.
that.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need to. I feel like you can just get more out of the bath mat than a towel. Would you agree?
Material-wise, yes.
Hey.
No. Yeah, I think so. And it's a bit comfy and it's not going to
I
slip.
just don't understand. I don't see the point. Just don't see the point in
It
it.
just
Well, I must say I'm very
absorbs
shocked,
when you stand
Robert.
up. You can just get the towel quickly.
Feels point. Have
dry
you got a bath
yourself.
mat?
Yeah.
Have you?
What? Like,
Get that
Not-
quiet.
we've got the non-slip thing.
I wouldn't think you'd have a
The
bath.
non-slip thing of when you're washing the little
You've got to
one.
have daft the little
Then
one.
you've
yeah.
got the towel bath mat, which is a bit thick and bobbly, so that it absorbs the water. Then you get your towel out, stand on the towel, and then there's not as much water around. I won't have a pedestal mat though, because I think they're unhygienic. I think they're
What's a
bit gross.
pedestal mat?
That goes around the base of the
He's
toilet.
been trying to say pedestal mat about 6 times, so we know that he knows the correct term, but no one's picked him up on
Why
it.
would you want a
Pedestal mat, pedestal.
Because a pedestal mat is a pedestal mat is unhygienic. I want one.
What's the point of them?
What's the point of them?
So that when you piss, it hits that.
I think it's
It
also
should
in
just- it
winter
should
your
hit the
feet are warm.
toilet, not the floor. What? Who's pissing on the floor?
Men piss on the floor all the time.
Really?
It does happen, yeah.
Really?
Kitchen floor. When you've come
We've
in
got them
to
round
a
the
few
fridge.
Miguel.
When you've gone for a piss in the garden, you can't be asked going upstairs.
Yeah, I like to piss outside every now and then, but it's only a treat.
Yeah,
But you-
I
If I can
started
get
doing
away
that
with
when I had to live with my mum and dad's in the
Pissing
back.
outside.
I used to go. I used to wee in the grid because I just.
That stinks a bit though. I think on the grass is more absorbed.
No, but then the
Pissing on
grass
a
there's
griddle.
colours.
Well, it made a noise. If I
Piss
thought
in
mum
the
and dad
mud
was
then.
still up, I'd wee on the mud. I'd have a fag and wee on the mud.
It's the adult version stuck
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
mud. Way on the mud. Do
But the
you like pissing outside?
Yeah, I do. To
Do
be
you?
fair, yeah.
Do you?
I used to be kind of known for
To be
public pissing a lot. When I'd have
Really?
a drink, yeah.
you were known
Piss
for it.
anywhere. Yeah, I would because I'm one of them. Like I've
Like
got
the
small.
Manchester Canal pusher. Just Molly the public
I've got a
pisser.
small bladder, so I have a lot of little wheeze. So when
Right,
I've had a
okay.
drink, I just need to.
Right.
I just need
constantly need to go.
I need
saw
to
a guy
go.
Would you do it in the street?
Yeah, I did. Well, I've stopped now. I'd only do it if I
Did you have to have a
really
word with yourself
need
to stop yourself?
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
got to a point where everybody knew me for doing that.
Well, I had to do that. So when I'm pissing, I had to have a word with myself to stop coming out the bathroom too quick. I can't believe I'm telling Phil this because he'll just use it against me. I keep coming out the
wouldn't
bathroom
do
too
that.
quickly and then I dribble too much. I haven't properly.
Yeah, you've not
properly
you've not finished yet.
Yeah.
You
So,
just pull, you pull your
What's
pants
the
up
rush?
too quick.
yeah. So I just get
Rush it.
FOMO. I want to get back to the party.
And
back to the
sometimes you
drink.
don't quite know. Like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
You
then
hook under the gooch and push and press.
I think I'm finished and then I don't. You say that and it makes me think you're going to piss on your hand.
No. Just hook under and push it through and push it out. And learn that off Dara Breen from Mock of the Week. Anyway, what have you got to plug? Finish.
Are we
up.
finishing,
Oh.
are we?
No.
We've got 10
I'll
minutes,
piss.
yeah.
I'll piss. Oh yes, that's right. What'd you say? Squeeze.
Well, I was going to
push
say
your
the
gooch
bath
and
mat
then that-
thing isn't the reason I brought up the bath mat thing. Because I did something that was really embarrassing, which we talked about on the way here. and I've never done it before, and it was the most embarrassing thing I've done.
Did you dry yourself with a bath mat?
No, I did the new material gig, and then I was going home, and I had to get on a bus replacement service, right? And the guy, so I went, "Oh, it's bus replacement to where I live in Stretford." And he goes, I go, "Is that one for Stretford?" And he had a bit of an attitude, but he's one of your, like, he was like, "Yeah, it's going to fucking start wonderful there, yogurt top, whatever."
So we said, it says Stretford on the front, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you didn't like that?
No, he didn't. He didn't say Stretford on the front. That's it. He went Sap one, right? He was fine, but I was like, "Oh, I don't like." He's got an energy about him I don't like, and an accent I like less. And then, like, I'm joking.
I wasn't expecting a Scouser. Oh, this is wound me up now.
I like Scousers anyway.
Doing the live show in a few days.
No one told me he's going to be a Scouser. Ugh.
Well, right, it's not that, right? So I get on the bus. Then a guy gets on. I know who's another comedian who's getting off a bit further.
Has he brought a friend with him?
No. And there's a few other people on, and it sets off, and we're chatting. And then I went, "Oh, he's gone the wrong way." And it always happens on the bus replacement service. They go the wrong way, and my house was just there. The stop is right outside my house. So I went to the front. I went, "Sorry, mate. I think just make sure you're stopping at Trafford Park." He went, "Yeah, we're just not there yet." And I went, "Well, I know we're not because you're going the wrong fucking way." I went, "Oh, right."
He's the train. He's not the bus route.
Yeah, no.
Replacing a train so they go a different route to the bus.
Well, you think so?
Well, they just have to go to the stop, the train stop.
There's no route. There's no one getting dropped off on the way.
I've had this. They don't stop at the right place. Sometimes they just miss a stop off.
Yeah.
They've done it to me before. I know what you mean.
And they had to go back. And the last time they went to the wrong Trafford Park. So I went, "Oh, I'm just checking," because the last guy went to the wrong Trafford Park. So I thought I'd just help. He goes, "No, it's not there. All right, mate. We'll be there in a bit." Anyway, 3 minutes later, he goes, "Yeah, I've gone to the wrong Trafford Park, mate." Right, so there's those people there. And I went, "It's fine." He went, "Still get you there on time." I went, "I'm not in a rush." I was like, "I'm having a chat with him now." I went, "Oh, okay." Then he made another bit of banter. I went, I don't want this." And then, so I was getting off. He gets to mine. So I got off and I went to the guy I knew, the other comic. I went, "Well, nice to see you. Anyway, take care, mate." Shook his hand. Then I went to the front and there were some people. He went, "Oh, this guy's get off," and the lads were waiting. So I went, I don't know why I did this, right? I went, "Thanks, mate," and I went to shake his hand, right?
Has he got a bit of glass in front of him?
No, because it's not a bus, it's a coach.
Yeah.
So I went to shake the coach driver's hand, and I was like going, "What the fuck am I doing? Why am I going to shake his hand?" And he declined it. So I went, "Oh, thanks." I was like, "Why am I doing this? This is weird." And I was like, "Oh, fuck, well, I've committed. I'm going to have to do it." And I nearly pulled it back, but I went, "No, it's there." And he went, "No, you're all right, mate." I was like, it was embarrassing anyway.
Yeah. Would you want to shake the hand of the rail replacement bus user?
No, because I didn't know why I was doing it, because I'd just gone by and then I was going to say bye, so I went naturally to do that like a weirdo. And I know it's weird, but be nice and go, "God, that's weird, he's doing that." And I went, "Oh," and then everyone saw me with my hand out and I went, "Oh," and he went, "No, it's all right, you don't have to." Yeah. And I was like, "No, I know I don't know why I'm doing it." So I went, "Hey, looks like I'm trying to give you some money." He went, "Oh, you can if you want." I went, "Oh, I wanted to get off the bus." And everyone was looking at me and I just went, "Oh, why did you go to shake the bus driver's hand?" I've never done it before. It felt weird, but there wasn't perspex. I wasn't creeping under it.
You also didn't even like him.
I didn't like him. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I wanted him to like me. And then when he went, and then he did that knobhead thing, going, "No, you're all right." And I was going, "Oh God, I've just been denied a handshake from the train replacement bus driver." It's a low point, that.
It is.
I felt like a real piece of shit. But there's loads of people you shouldn't shake the hand after like Tesco. "Thanks." The checker. "Thank you very much. Cheers."
Be
Thanks
the
for the
change
bags.
you want to
Thanks
see
for
in the world,
bags.
Phil.
Yeah.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah, what, the 24-hour garage trying to get through that drawer. "Thanks, mate. Thanks." With the card reader. "Thanks, mate. Just give us a little tap."
You should shake their hand.
Just push a little fist bump through the glass.
Yeah.
That's a job I'd hate.
What?
The late night garage.
It's a hard, thankless task.
Fucking
Yeah.
try and have a little
I'm
sit down.
always
Someone's
there.
going to send you to somewhere.
Yeah. Nutella.
It's so stressful getting that. I hate
Yeah.
the night pay because you just can't have the full on look you want. I also hate this. Is what happens when I go up to the night, because I'm there every 2-3 days a week. I'll park up and there'll be somebody waiting at the night pay who probably doesn't use the garage as much as me, and I'll walk to the door to have a look at what's on there. And they, "You have to come here, mate." I fucking know. I'm going to the door to have a look. And I pull up and I go, "This cunt's going to tell me to fucking, it's at the night pay. Like, you can't get into that. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm just like fucking raging because I know already. I'm just going there to have a look at the sandwiches.
3 bags of charcoal, please, mate, dickhead. So you get that through your drawer.
So I go there but like, I've said what I wanted, and then as he's walking off, I'd be like, oh.
I want something else.
I've just gone, it's something else I want, or it's the other thing I want, but he's too far to get him back.
Right, and you wouldn't shout, would you?
And well, no, and I've just let him come back with it, and I've gone, that's it now. But then you see some of the little scally kids that are there that stink of weed at 2 a.m, and they're sending them back and forth like it's a fucking game show. That's the one that you get pissed off at. They're going like, actually, can I cancel it? Can I go get this one?
How much are you buying though?
Me?
Yeah.
Sometimes, one time she did get a
couple of large lagers and a bottle of wine, innit?
It's usually either like 4 Corona and a big bottle of something.
Can you buy alcohol at that time?
Yeah, that's right, and it's always cold.
Alcohol.
That's why it's great. But sometimes I'll be like, they're going there.
She got a comment once when they said to him, he's coming for his usual 2 lagers and a bottle of wine.
One of them said, he comes, and this guy he's a bit of a dick. He's not there anymore at the minute, but he'd sit there.
Because he made the complaint.
And but I'd be like, can I get a 2 Peroni or something like this? And he goes, yeah, same as he had last night. And I was just a bit like, fucking hell. Like, same as he had last night. It's just a bit too familiar.
Yeah.
And I felt a bit like,
I used to have that when I used to go to Chicken King, and they go, variety meal for 1. I was like, yeah.
Well, I said this on the pod, and I never want to go to a pub where they know me order. Yeah. I don't like the usual familiarity of it.
I had to change my Chinese, didn't I? Because the fella said, see you next week.
People want that familiarity, though, don't they, of the usual?
Yeah. When I worked in Costa, I'd only been there. People used to come in, it'd be my second shift, and they'd be like, same again. I don't even know who you are. Yeah. But they'd do my head in, because it's like, I've not met you enough for you to have the confidence to think that I know what drink you want. I could meet him for a month straight. I don't know. I meet you serving people all day. And then, they'll go, she knows about someone that's on the other side, like cleaning.
She'll
I'm like,
tell you,
so you want me to go over to her and go, what does this man want? Like, just tell me what you want.
Why so cryptic?
It's like some weird, you must cross the river to answer 3 riddles.
I might start doing that and go to Starbucks I've never been in and go, usual. That's it. And then wait for them to have to
point to some bloke outside on a bench. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows how I like it.
But they do medding, because when I go, I don't know, they'd go, look behind, what's she like? I'm the idiot.
Yeah, I used to have this in a pub. I used to work in a pub, and they come in and they tell me what they wanted. And no, not from that glass. I like it from that glass. And as if and then have a comment with me. Like, do you think the managers briefed me on you?
Yeah.
Do you think you're dead special that when they give me the job, they went, listen, before you walk in, when Dave comes in, he doesn't like it in that glass, he likes it in this glass. Like, you just want to fucking 100 people that are same every day.
There must be people out there that like that familiarity, and I don't know what their mindset is.
They love it.
Is it because they're lonely, do you reckon? And they like the idea that they go to this place.
It makes them
and
feel important, I think. I think some people feel important when they have that familiarity. Oh, here he comes.
But it does feel embarrassed. I feel a bit embarrassed, because I went to a chicken shop that I used to always get meal 8, and they always say, meal 8, and I wasn't that bothered when I go in. But then once I was in town with my friends, and the guy walked past and went, meal 8, we weren't there, and I was like, that's embarrassing. We're not even in the same town now, and he's shouting my meal across the street.
Well, I will always, when I go to someone I go a lot, I'll always order it like I've never ordered it before. I'll go into that same pizza place, look at it and go, 12-inch pepperoni pizza, please, can I have it well done so the cheese is a bit brown? And I'll say that like it's the first time they've heard me say it, and they'll always know. Same when I go there, can I get 4 Corona and a big bottle of Cobra, please?
Yeah.
I'll say it like that.
Like you're thinking
this
about
guy
it.
knows what even gives me the pasta pot sometimes that isn't on the meal deal. It's bigger, but he writes it off for me because he just knows me, thinks I'm probably sound, because he probably gets a load of knobheads going to that night.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
The only one sober that goes at that time.
It's when it steps outside of that, like you say, in the town, because I had that when I was having a fag outside a house share, one of many, when I was younger, and the guy went past on the bicycle and started waving. And I was going, who the fuck's this guy? And I went, And he was going, hey, and I was like, who the fuck is this? I was like, hello. And I went, oh, I work at Chicken King. And then that's where he went, variety meal for one. I was like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit.
They need to understand boundaries.
Yeah.
Boundaries.
Here's what happened at one time.
You got your doctor coming over to you and spoons you. Going, cholesterol.
Well, here's one that I had an issue with. I went to the M&S. I went in this time and I was with my missus, and he said, don't usually see you this time. And I was thinking, she might have never known that I used to come here. You know what I mean? Like, I was thinking, like, you shouldn't be saying that.
Where's the other woman?
Yeah. It's the equivalent of that. Of him, the fact that if he
More
goes,
Johnny's.
usually see you at 2 a.m. or like that. I'm thinking, like, you don't you give away where I'm going in my life.
This might be a new relationship. Don't tell them a piss.
Yeah, you saved me like you've never met me before.
Yeah.
Snake.
This could be my way out, you prick.
If I want to make conversation with you, I'll do that. But I like that this one guy that I go, he never makes conversation. I think if he saw me out, he might just give me a
little nod.
And
Don't mind a nod. Go recognise each other.
Yeah,
sound.
of course.
Yeah, like that's fine. But anyone that thinks this is now progressing into something like boundaries.
I like the fact that you think that the M&S. There'll be a guy without going, God, I hope he doesn't tell me about the, if you're taking women there or something. A strange place. This is where he brings all the women.
Yeah.
The garage, midnight garage. They sit on the forecourt having a drink.
Yeah.
Maybe he thinks he's doing you a favour. You gone there with a beard. He's gone. Yeah. Hey, I'll make him look important. Don't normally see you this time.
No, but I knew.
Here he is, Mr. Wasn't
he hadn't thought that level.
Here he is, 2 Coronas and a Cobra.
Yeah, that's what I'll think. Because at Costa as well, we used to like, people will be like, oh, that's one shot latte or something. So they'd be like, oh, one shot latte died yesterday. And that's all you ever know, whereas just whatever the drink was.
One shot latte.
Yeah,
I've probably got,
you're doing 4
what
Coronas.
my nickname is there.
4 Coronas and a Cobra.
Yeah, something like that.
No, but you're going to get a bottle of wine, don't you? I went to one the other week, the only place that was open. And I like to have a little peruse of the wine. I wanted wine. But you just want a shit one.
You just got to gamble with the wine.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I went, can I have 3 bottles of rosé? Can you give me a nice one, please? And he looked at me like, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking scum. Give me a nice one.
Rosé from the Shell garage.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning at a BP. The fuck are you the fuck do you expect me to know a nice one for you, dickhead? You see it in his eyes, you think, oh, I fucked up there. I thought I was being nice by paying him some respect. By going, you'll know. And he looked at me like, fuck.
It'd be funny if you look at him and he's just there going,
slipping you a sample through the night,
swinging it in the
back. Puts a cravat on.
Chew it. Don't drink it.
Do you reckon that where's the most embarrassing? Like, where would be horrible to be recognised? Like for the, I was thinking the guy in the toilet with the aftershaves. If he recognises, hey Phil, you're in that club every night. Hugo Boss.
There he is, free space Frill.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that would be
his
a horrible
nickname
one
to everyone in it.
Yeah. I don't know, really. That's an interesting one. Where's the worst place that if you frequented a lot that they would then go, that must be pretty depressing if you knew the guy who sprays the aftershave in the toilet of a nightclub. Because no one wants to be in a nightclub that all the time. That they've
Courts, I bet.
Yeah.
I've seen people in courts where you go, they're here all the time, all the staff know him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we get that with like, when we manage Lidl and smackheads. Know the police. They tell the managers of the shop what to say to the police to make them come quicker.
Well, I chatted to the bloke who worked at Aldi near me, and he'd been on holiday. I remember last time I was in there, he said he was going to Blackpool for the weekend. I was like, I used to live in Blackpool, and he liked chatting. So I went in about a week later, and he's like, hello, I went, are you all right? I said, how was Blackpool? 20 minutes on Blackpool. Never doing that again. In fact, I changed to Aldi's.
Did you? Yeah.
There's 2. I go to the other one. It's less personable.
I know where I've been.
Respect.
Used to get they'd know me in Gabbett's Farm, which was a bit embarrassed. You know Gabbett's Farm?
No.
Yeah.
There's one in the Arndale. There's one in the Arndale, but there'd be one like in like Eccles Precinct. It's just like does like a load of chicken and meat it does like chicken. It's like a bit of a butcher's, but it has like chicken nuggets as well.
Oh, ready cooked meat.
Yeah. And when I used to work in the Arndale, and when I'd go, the man fancied me in Gabbett's Farm. So when I'd buy 5 nuggets, he'd give me 20. Yeah. And they'd like give me a wink and that and whatever. But it got to a point where every day at work, people go, Mel, you've got to go Gabbert's Farm and get the chicken nuggets for everyone because I'd get loads. And it became like a whole thing. Like, and I hated it. I hated just having to be like the fit. But it's gone now, Gabbert's Farm.
Oh, well, they've lost shitloads of money.
What happened to that guy?
Don't know.
He was just dead horny. He was always giving out chicken nuggets.
Did you ever like feel sorry for him? Think, oh, he can touch your tit or something like that?
No, I mean, I would give him a time of day. I gave him a time of day. I'd chat to him a bit.
If you saw him in a nightclub, you'd have to give him a neck.
Oh, he had no teeth. He had no teeth. But the same round next door, there was Roundtree's Cafe, which is a mad cafe, and the guy in there fancied me as well, and he'd always give me loads of beans, like loads of extra beans for free. So I had these like little deals. I ever went to either of them. I always got like a bit of a cheaper. But he started getting a bit creepy and waiting outside my shop and that, so I had to stop going in there.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
I think
also
that is a creep
beans.
move though.
Oh,
Is
They're
giving
cheaper,
somebody
aren't they?
coming into your shop like a little bit of it. It's just a bit of a creep move.
Yeah.
He crossed.
If you're
he
going to
crossed
get
the
with them,
line.
you don't need to be
I feel like
relying
there needs
on
to be a bit of, like-
21
But these weren't normal people. They're
21.
not normal. They were weird people. You know.
What if he tried to write if he scratched little messages on them?
Each nugget, yeah.
On his
Nugget.
bean.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. It's loads of ink on him.
Put the beans out on a plate at a certain angle.
His number. Oh, one. They've mixed the order up. What's his number?
Just how you know he fancied you though, because they give you a bit extra, or have
Yeah,
they told
because
you?
he would wink at me and just be
Right.
like, and he didn't do it for any of the other girls. It was only me, and he'd make a big to do when I'd come over. And then the other one in Roundtrees, he used to just always come in my shop, and he was like, he just dead over the top, like.
Again, this is why women need to be.
Yeah, I was going to say,
bitches.
are you one of these girls who are innocent or naive to? You're too friendly to certain people.
I'm
One
too
of my best-
friendly. I mean, I did enjoy the power. That was
Yeah.
probably the only time I felt like I kind of owned this thing in the Arndale. Like I had these places I could go.
Did you
and I'd
try
just
it with
be like,
Toothless
"Hey."
butcher wants to fuck me.
No, because my mate, she's coming to the live show.
I've got the whole pig.
She's too nice to people.
Yeah, no, I am too nice
everyone
to
thinks
people.
everyone thinks she fancies them like a whole life, and I used to say, yeah, because you're too nice to men.
But it's
Stop
only
being
weird.
nice to men.
It's only very weird characters that are very sad and lonely. Like there was another one in the Arndale. He got banned from the Arndale because he just kept coming in and following me and buying me presents and stuff. But to be fair, I used to say he had no teeth either.
Is that the one that you used to get to buy your underwear?
Well, he did. Did I tell you about that? When he bought,
Yeah.
I think I probably did. Yeah, he used to, and he'd buy me Greggs and that. I didn't want anything that was open. I didn't mind if he bought me like a bag of chocolate that he could open.
Nothing open.
I didn't like anything
No,
he
you could have touched.
So if he got me a sausage roll, I'd just laugh it to the side, give it to someone else. But
Yeah, pass it on to.
it was
I don't want this, but you know.
it was harmless.
I don't think they are.
Yeah.
I don't think they are harmless.
But he was
The start
embarrassing because
harmless.
he's another one I'd seen it when I was in town just with my friend, and he's a mad guy, like no teeth, like wears like a big ripped coat and like it's just mad.
Purposely ripped or like.
Yeah, I just think he's had the same coat on for like 30 years or
Right.
something. It smells bad. And he was like, Molly, you know, like, come over. I thought, oh,
That's
no.
all right.
Like, it's all right when I'm at work and I get like a free chocolate and that, but I don't want him coming over to me when I'm.
Yeah.
Are these men still in your life?
No, I've not seen him for a while. This was when I worked in the army.
Well, they're here tonight. Come on, you toothless fucks.
Is this when you work in
Just
the
get your nuggets out.
Is this when you work in the Ann Summers?
Yeah, but also I worked in CX at one point in there. I still had the same.
Oh, well, there you say.
You're just the
that.
queen of the Arndale,
exactly.
basically.
CX
CX,
mob.
Yeah. You said she wasn't a goth working CX. Point proven. 1-0, Rob. Thank you. The only
Why
I got
CX is
CX, only I
goths?
goths. Yeah, it's a known rule. It's a fact.
Well, they're not goths, but they are probably all alternative. That
They
is true.
smell.
I think that is part of it.
They smell
A lot of them do
Smell a
smell.
Yeah.
But it's also the customers that smell. It's not just.
Yeah. It's
But also, it was mad because they let you just eat your dinner on shift. So I'd be on the till eating a Subway, and
yeah.
sauce is just.
Yeah, but they
going
reckon that's
on
cool.
this,
Do you know
like-
what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
I
were
work
just-
at CX. I eat my lunch when I must work.
Yeah, they
That's
were.
cool, I'm cool.
I vape. I vape as I clean the DVDs.
Yeah, it's like you can work in. Yeah, we just eat our lunch here.
Yeah, they just weren't
Got
bothered.
gum disease.
I went to see when I bought the Mac. I don't know why I expect them to
Did you
know.
buy it from sex?
No, I bought a mouse for the Mac from there, and I just expect them to know. Like this girl, I could tell she was wound up because I don't know. She was a goth. I thought you'd know. She's like, what you want? Like, I need a mouse for my Apple. And she's like, well, there's these options. It's like, it's like she's like, there's these options, and I was like, what one do I need, love? Just give me the mouse. And you could tell she's a bit like, fucking hell, and fucking normie coming in here, not knowing what they want.
I went to.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I used to test him, and I didn't even know how to work any of the stuff. They'd go and test it if it works for a year warranty, and just turn it on and off again. I'd be like, yeah, it's fine.
Well, I went to Halfords, and you know when I saw the Halfords thing, and then I rang up Quickfit, and they went, yeah, Halfords no fucking nothing.
Yeah,
like they literally, like, you think this guy, and his eyes were a bit odd, and he come out and he had a look at me like, he's like, yeah, this could be this, and then I rang Quickfoot and said, have you got that? And he went, you'll have to bring it in, mate, because Halfords are shit and they don't know anything. And so, well, yeah, he probably just got a job there, didn't he?
Yeah.
He probably has no clue about cars.
Just get told how to change a window wiper.
Yeah, and then that's it.
And light bulbs, and that's it, yeah.
None of them have got any qualifications to actually talk about cars. No. Same like people at games, they've got no IT background or anything.
Exactly. I assume they all had IT backgrounds. Like, yeah, I need a mouse.
But to be fair, they're usually quite nerdy in there and will know. I just didn't know about. I was always lost of any technology stuff. But I knew about films, so someone wanted to buy a film. But that never really happened. Very occasionally someone would be like, oh, Molly might know, but most of the time.
I did one job when I was in Congleton. I went to a job at the video shop, like that they still have the video rental shop. And the guy, he went, "Oh, the boss isn't here to interview you, so I have to interview you." He's the most nervy guy. He's no social skills. It's like being interviewed by a fly, just going, like twitching. Yeah. It was horrible. And I was like, "Well, I got this third in media production, but I love films."
You haven't mentioned that, Phil.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Third in media.
Twice an episode. He's looking for work, guys.
And I was like, well, look, I can talk about films. I love films, all this. And they're like, oh, okay, that's great. And then I went there. I didn't get the fucking job in that, but it was only open for about another year. I went in and saw the person hired. And it was just this girl just sat watching Friends all day and eating all the snacks off the fucking thing. And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's just who they want to hire. So CX, it's run. If you look mostly, you'll see an elder statesman who's just an older rock guy who's grey now, and all of his girlfriends with low self-esteem have left. So he just hires people that he either thinks, oh, I can hang out with this guy down the pub and talk about.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but you would though if your life had come to being the manager of CEX, you would just choose people that you want to hang out with.
A job's a job, guys. Never feel insecure or that you're not worth it just because Rob doesn't value your job.
I didn't say I don't value your job. I said if I have your job,
he drives perverts around.
I'd only hire people. Hey, if they tip salt of the earth, I only hire people that I don't want to have a bevy with. I agree with that.
But they all hated each other though.
Anyone who works at CX, I'll go for a drink with you.
Oh God!
Anyone.
If you've seen this podcast before, you know he goes to
drink a friend.
Caretakers from the hotel. So
yeah, that's why I wasn't happy about this Kendall fucking calling thing. Yeah. Everyone that recognised me from your frigging podcast it's always like I'd say, it's always like, "You for a drink, your caretaker." It's just sat in front of everyone. I went, "Oh yeah," because this guy was watching a band.
Price of fame, Phil. The price of fame.
He was watching a band, and instead he was watching TikTok. He went, "I'm just watching TikTok. You'll film something." He's with girlfriend. He went, "Haven't I just been watching him? He went for a drink with your caretaker." And I'm with people going, "Maybe I'm trying to act cool. Maybe they don't know that I sometimes hang out with the help at a hotel."
Yeah, well, I get shouted that gut watch at me now going down the street. Gut watch! Like, all right, cheers, yeah, nice one.
Have you had that yet?
Yeah, the match. Someone shouted gut watch at me.
Before this, though.
Right, on that note, let's finish. I'm starving.
You know.
Molly, where can we find you? Have you got anything to promote?
Yeah, on... What is my Molly McGuinness, but it's EH on Instagram.
Molly.
Or just Moll McGuinness. If you just search Molly McGuinness, I'm going to come up.
No, you can't just search because you've got a private one as well, haven't you? That you don't want people on.
Yeah, they can't go on that one. Don't use that one anymore anyway.
You got two, have you?
Yeah.
I had another one, but I had another one because I had a stalker. It's because I had a stalker for a bit, so I ended up having another one, but that's a long story.
So
Stalker's gone now. No, I don't know. Just search Molly McGuinness, it'll come up. I can't. I don't know which one's which.
The one with the more followers on, that's the one.
The first one that comes up, that's the one.
Yeah. You Phil. I am Phil Ellis.
The
Phil Ellis.
The Phil Ellis on Twitter. Phil Ellis Comedy on Instagram.
You should have them all.
Add my YouTube thing.
You done your biannual video for your YouTube channel yet?
Not yet. But I did a podcast in Edinburgh every day.
Yeah, we shared it.
Get on that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Fringe Bridge.
It's out of date now, but going.
Yeah, there's some good ones on there. I'm gonna do a new one though.
With
No.
At some point.
Yeah, I don't know what else.
Well, Molly's free now. Her one's gone. So.
It's not. It's coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's coming back, guys. But it's
But with
new
me.
name. To
A new name.
yeah.
Oh, full rebrand.
Yeah. Full rebrand. Innit?
You'll see.
Exciting
I won't
times
be
at
watching.
HQ.
For me.
Right. Sign up to the Patreon. Thank you very much.
Ta-da.